trying to reach the things that I can't see. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. But that's just how I feel. That's just how I feel. That's just how I feel. Trying to reach the things that I can't see.
So you have to sing a part of a song, popular song that contains the word, or you're eliminated. We go round for round here. Okay? Start with Virginia, go to Jaber, and then Denny's.
Love this game.
Okay, focus, focus.
Okay, Virginia, your word is 17. Go.
She's only 17.
17. Daddy said she's too young, but she's old enough for me. Creepiest line in a song.
Yeah, you're right. One of the creepiest.
Dude, you're in your 30s.
Broadcasting from the offleaseonly.com studios. Offleaseonly.com. Now offering free local delivery and no payments for 90 days. Save thousands. Offleaseonly.com. This is 97.9 WRMF Palm Beach.
It's time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ show to start your morning.
Kevin is the host.
And his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast. So don't get her pissed. Jason talks like a spaz. And he loves to talk about Bigfoot and stacks. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ show.
Well, here we go. Happy Thursday. You got the KVJ show. Good morning, Virginia. Good morning, Jaybird.
Good morning.
Yeah, here we go, everybody, all together. How's your tooth pain doing, Bird? You any better with that?
I'm a little better. I'm going to the dentist today just to check her out, see what's going on.
Gotcha. When was it that you went to the dentist?
Week ago.
Okay.
From what I've talked to with other people who've gone through what I've gone through, especially if you're older, the older you get, recovery time is definitely a lot slower. Kind of like when you get your tonsils pulled. I had my tonsils taken out when I was in my 20s.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was rough. Same concept.
Okay.
Old people, they heal longer. Takes longer to heal. I guess. I don't know. That's what some people say on Twitter, but people on Twitter lie.
So it's a solid week, and you got good tooth pain still?
It's more just where they took the tooth out. It's just, I think that there's, they have to take out a tooth, and it's a lot. It was it was a lot. Plus, it was an emergency place.
Yeah.
Because my dentist,
i.e. garage.
I.e. they charge you more.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they do because it's an emergency. They know they got you by the
short and curly.
They do.
Yeah.
So it's been quite the experience.
Okay.
Don't wish this upon anybody.
That's tough.
Yeah,
okay.
but I'm doing all right.
Okay.
You're taking the antibiotics, right? Because you don't want to have like a subsequent infection afterwards, which can happen. I mean, it's basically a hole back there, and so if you're not careful, stuff can get in it, and it's a hole until it heals.
Okay.
All answers will be answered today.
All questions.
All questions will be answered today.
Okay. All right. Well,
What time you got to be there?
I got to be there by like 11:45.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well,
It's
here we go.
important.
All right. Well, here we go. He's soldiering on. He's quite a trooper. He's here for your enjoyment today.
Such a trooper.
Such a trooper. Yep. So we are all here. We got Denny's. We got Suits. It is the whole KVJ show here for you.
It's the KVJ.
Dirt of the day.
It's the KVJ.
Dirt of the day.
Virginia, take it away.
Cause you know we need that dirt of the day.
Well, coming up in just a second, we will hear a little bit of what it sounded like when Donald Trump talked about Colin Kaepernick. I will let you hear that coming up in just a second, what he had to say yesterday. Before we get into that, kind of a little baby boom for you. Kristen Wiig is a mom to twins. She had them via surrogate. She and her fiance made the announcement that a surrogate had their twins, so that's cool. And Michelle Williams, not Destiny's Child, but the Michelle Williams that was with Heath Ledger back in the day.
Okay.
She and her new man welcomed their first child together. Now, she already has the daughter, of course, that she had with Heath Ledger, but this is their first child together, so kind of a little baby boom going on there. And Trump on Kaepernick. Here is what Donald Trump had to say about Colin Kaepernick and what he would do and what he thinks the NFL should do.
I think somebody's been tampering with some buttons over here.
Uh-oh, Papa Bear.
Yeah.
Who's been touching your stuff?
I don't know.
If he deserves it, he should. If he has the playing ability, he started off great, and then he didn't end up very great in terms of as a player. He was terrific in his rookie year. I think he was very good in his second year, and then something happened, so his playing wasn't up to snuff. The answer is absolutely I would. As far as kneeling, I would love to see him get another shot, but obviously he has to be able to play well.
Okay, that doesn't sound like great sports commentary.
That's what's going on.
Hey, his first year he was kind of okay, and then something maybe happened in the other year, and I don't know. Okay. Well, thank you very much.
That's what's
It's time
going
for
on.
viral audio.
So how's your kids? How's your wife?
Double rainbow all the way across the sky.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Always love when there's some new music to check out. One of my favorite bands on planet Earth. They're called The Killers, and they've got a new song for you to check out and download called My Own Soul's Warning.
I tried going against my own soul's warning, and in the end, something just didn't feel right. Oh, I tried diving even though the sky was storming, thunderheads were forming, and I thought I could fly. And when I hit the ground, it made a last stop sound, and it kept on running through my day.
Okay.
All right, it's 1988.
Yeah, they've got definitely a sound.
I like the old
That they do.
sound. You know,
Yeah.
I'm an old school fan.
Yeah, big fan of what The Killers got going on. So they got new music that you can check out and download.
Looking for some KVJ merchandise and swag? Go to kvjshow.com and click KVJ Gear.
At BMW, we know leaving the road wasn't easy. But anticipating our return has taught us to appreciate every drive. And after all this time, even the small things become cause for celebration. The soothing hum of an engine, a warm breeze singing through an open window. Moments spent with your favorite co-pilots. And the freedom to explore just because. The time to rejoin the road is finally here. Let's make our return an unforgettable one. BMW, the ultimate driving machine.
Take advantage of financing as low as 0.9% on select models and no payments for 90 days to make your every drive unforgettable. Visit bmwsfl.com for details.
Denied Social Security? Gordon and Partners, 333-3333.
Attention South Florida, this week only, West Palm Beach Kia will be hosting a credit amnesty event for consumers who meet certain minimum criteria. If you have a full-time job making $11 an hour and a $500 down payment, West Palm Beach Kia wants to approve your credit. Bankruptcy? We can help. Past due on your mortgage? We can help. Repossession? We can help. We have lenders with specific programs to help approve your credit, even if you've been turned down before. Sporty new 2019 Kia Forte LXs are only $199 per month. That's a brand new Kia for only $199 per month. This is not a lease. You own it. So ask yourself, do you have a full-time job making $11 an hour? Do you have a $500 down payment? Then get to the Credit Amnesty event this week only and drive home your new Kia today only at West Palm Beach Kia. Visit westpalmbeachkia.com. Stock number 190223 on approved credit. $59.89 down, 72 months at 4.9% APR plus tax tag and $9.99 admin. All factory rebates to dealer. Offers don't combine.
At The Breakers, we understand the importance of spending time with those who matter most. And when you're ready, we'll be here like we have been for more than a century. To make the most of your vacation this summer, enjoy complimentary daily benefits. Plus, stay 6 consecutive nights, and your 6th night is free. Take comfort in knowing that The Breakers upholds the highest standards of comprehensive health and safety precautions to protect our team, guests, and community. To learn more, visit thebreakers.com today.
Summer is here, and if you're in the market for a vehicle, we've got some hot deals on Hot Wheels at Green Acres Nissan. With a major rental car company filing for bankruptcy and us being a local dealer, we're able to sell you these newer late model vehicles to up to 50 to 70% off original prices. And it's easy. 0 down and start making payments as low as $99 a month. Plus, if you need assistance with your credit, we can help with $5,000 Green Acres Nissan cash back. So what are you waiting for? Come over to Green Acres Nissan. We make it easy.
Home of the real deal.
Offers with pre-credit. See deal for details. Get the right month.
Do you need legal help? Call Hannah Jar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
KVJ not only does a radio show, but also does an after-the-show podcast. Watch or listen on kvjshow.com.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
Other than your tooth, what are you thinking about today, Jay Bird?
When I was a little kid back in elementary school, they taught us about putting a message in a bottle and throwing it out in the ocean, and that was a big part of a project we did when I was real little, and we wrote a message as the second grade class, and we put it in the bottle, and as a class we ended up throwing it out in the ocean. That was part of our field trip, and I remember being a little kid thinking that was the coolest thing, that somebody potentially could get this message somewhere in the world.
We did that too.
Yeah, and then as an adult, when I found a message in a bottle, I thought that was really cool. I brought it in here. You guys kind of made fun of it.
That's what we do.
But I love the concept still, and I wanted you guys to help me out with a little dorky project. I wanted to do a KVJ message in a bottle. Have us write something, put it in a bottle. Me and Dennis will drive to the ocean today, and we'll chuck it in there. I want to see if anyone ever finds this message. I'll put my phone number in there so they can call.
I don't know. As much as your phone number changes, that might not go anywhere.
It kind of goes against all the philosophies of our beach cleanup.
Not if it's a glass bottle. Don't be one of those people.
Yeah.
Don't be one of those people that hate food contests because you're wasting food.
When the glass bottle shatters on the rocks and then people step on it, that's not good.
No, don't do this to me.
Yeah. Boy has a dream.
The boy has a dream.
Don't come with reality.
The boy needs some help with his dream. Mm-hmm. What do we put in this KVJ bottle? I need y'all's help.
Well, I think the first thing is you got to figure sometimes it takes years. So I would...
I know.
Put in something that is going to be stable for a while, and your number does change a good bit, and you're planning on moving, so that'd be the one thing, is figuring out what would be this connection where they could get a hold of us.
Well, we could have the radio station number. There's several ways we can do it. It doesn't have. There's ways we can put information in this message to where they can get a hold of us. Whatever the best way to do it. I like, you're right. Mm-hmm. My number does change a lot.
Yeah.
But whatever we put in there, it's got to be, our email doesn't change. Put my email in there.
Okay.
But what's our message?
Hey, if you get this, we're from South Florida.
You guys don't.
I don't know. What do you? I don't know. What do you?
That's always the worst.
I don't even know what you're looking for.
When you come in with an idea and you're all optimistic and nobody gives a crap. All right.
I don't even know how to help you, though. I don't know what you want. I'm trying to give you ideas. I just don't know what to say.
Yeah, that's cool. I'll think of it with Denny's and we'll be into it. What's on your mind, Virginia?
I'd like to play. I just don't know how.
Well, you guys know who Panda's Uncle Bill is, right?
Yes.
So Uncle Bill, he's a young guy. I mean, he's not an older uncle. I think he's in his mid-50s, but he's had heart issues. So his dad died of a heart attack when he was young. Uncle Bill's got a pacemaker. He's had it for years, and he's a young guy. So they were noticing that he has to go back in and have, upkeep surgery on his pacemaker and check his arteries and all that good stuff. So they had to give him the COVID test and the antibody test. Everybody who's getting surgery right now has to take the COVID test and the antibody test. And his COVID test came back negative, but his antibody test came back positive. So turns
that's
out,
confusing.
I mean, he doesn't have it now, but turns out Uncle Bill had the coronavirus.
Was there a time when he thought maybe he could have had it? Or is this a complete surprise to him?
It was kind of a surprise because the only thing in the past 4 months that he's had that's wonky at all, he said he had headaches for like 5 days straight and nothing else. No runny nose, no sore throat, no coughing, no respiratory distress, no phlegm, none of the other stuff that we heard. All he had was the headaches. And he lost like his sense of taste. He said he tasted stuff and it tasted metal.
Yeah, okay. Isn't that supposed to be signs of the weaker form?
Yes.
Okay.
So I guess he had it at some point, and that's weird and messed up. And now I'm kind of freaking out because for the past, I don't know, day, Rocco has had a problem with his eye. And haven't they said that, like, an eye infection is one of the signs of the coronavirus?
Dude, get out of your head.
I'm freaking out over here.
You need to do something. You need like a little side project, maybe like a message in a bottle.
Yes.
I think something cozy and fun is what you need. You're too in your head. Not everything's gonna be the corones, dog.
Everything's the corones, dog.
Oh my gosh! I thought my mom was
all around
neurotic.
me. It's all around me. Uncle Bill had it. Now I think Rocco's got it. So, yes, I'm going to be taking Rocco to the eye doctor today just to figure out what's going on with his eye.
Okay. Do we know how accurate the antibody test is? Because somebody's texting and trying to say it's only 50% accurate.
And that person's only 30% sure of the text message they sent.
Exactly.
No, we don't know. And here's the thing. Every lab is going to be different, and every test is going to be different. They had a whole batch of tests that people took, and then they figured out after they took the test that the tests weren't accurate. So it's like,
oh, geez.
There's no, like, uniform standard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's real tricky.
It's real tricky.
It's like going to a Pizza Hut, and every different Pizza Hut you go to, I'll take the cheese and pepperoni, but it's different crust, it's different sauce every time. There's zero consistency.
Yeah.
I see what you're laying down. That pizza analogy really set it all straight.
It actually did.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What I got on my mind here today, I kind of take a glance into what might be like a weird alternate universe, and this is what our world would look like had we not had this pandemic. Because things would have been going on and things were scheduled. And so as things happen, like I'm looking at the time that I would have gone to Ann Arbor for my son's graduation that we didn't. And so I'm like thinking, okay, if pandemic hadn't happened, what would today look like? And so I've kind of kept the old concert calendar that used to be around of all the big events that were happening. I'm like, well, gosh, this would have been the night that I would have gone to Kenny Chesney or something like that would happen.
This Saturday would have been our second annual Crawfish Festival.
Yeah, see, those kind of things that every now and then you're like, you may see a flyer for it, or it might pop up on one of your old calendars, be going, oh, unfortunately, that's not going to happen. And so I saw on the concert calendar that tonight, had there not been a pandemic, we would have had Alanis Morissette, Liz Phair, and Garbage would have been at Coral Sky Amphitheater.
Okay, this is the early my early radio career.
I think it is, yeah.
94, 95.
A mid-90s type of, fest that would have been going on. So it's kind of interesting here and there to see what's happening. Also, to the sports calendar, if you're a big sports fan, you're always seeing, wow, this is when this would have been going or this would have been happening, and we'd have been in the middle of that. And
you're right. At this point, the Marlins would have had 4 games in a row with nobody attending. If they would be playing right now. This is what we're missing, Kevin.
I know. This is the kind of stuff that we're not getting to partake of. So just interesting to always check in. Well, somebody else had something on their mind. If you ever do, you can email us yours, mail@kvjshow.com. He wants to know, is it odd that his wife sleeps with her glasses on? We got his email going up next.
From the WRMF Freeman Injury Law Traffic Center.
Car accident? Before you call the insurance company, know your legal rights. Call Freeman Injury Law. 800-561-7777.
800-561-7777. This report brought to you by offleaseonly.com. Now offering free local delivery and no payments for 90 days. Call 561-222-CARS. Save thousands at offleaseonly.com. Well, the Roosevelt Bridge remains shut down in Stewart this morning for emergency road work, as well as Dixie Highway running beneath the bridge. Your best bet right now is to take the Turnpike, and all tolls have been waived due to the bridge closure between Stewart and Port St. Lucie. This report brought to you by Massage Envy. I'm Suits 979 WRMF.
At Massage Envy, their commitment to safety has never been greater. Go see the measures they're taking and book your next massage, facial, or stretch at massageenvy.com. Massage Envy. Keep your body moving.
Stay and play local in the Palm Beaches. The area's best resorts are offering summer special rates for locals. Celebrate missed milestones like graduations, birthdays, anniversaries, while also helping local businesses that need your support. Plan your staycation now at local hotels, restaurants, and attractions. Special packages are available from Boca Raton to Jupiter. Stay local, play local. Book special resident rates and packages at thepalmbeaches.com.
Now is the time to buy your dream Audi at Audi Coral Springs. Shop a huge inventory of over 500 2019s and 2020s, including the most popular models. And with low interest rates available, now's the time to buy at Audi Coral Springs.
There's always thunder and rain and wind. And now, this storm season, there's something else, a pandemic. And yet at FPL, we are ready, prepared like never before for a storm season like no other. And you should be too. Now is the time to prepare your home and family as we work to keep all our lights on. Get ready. See how at fpl.com/storm.
It took what seemed like seconds to humble us. What once mattered didn't seem so important anymore. And we affirmed that what matters the most is, in fact, our health. Heroism has been redefined, reminding us that crisis doesn't build character, it reveals it. So to all those who continue to take such good care of us, thank you.
Keep caring, live healthy, stay strong. Baptist Health. When you need us, we're ready to continue caring for you. Learn more at baptisthealth.net/coronavirus.
When the dust clears, as it always does, life will go back to normal. All our familiar tasks will once again fill the day. Running errands, going to work, visiting loved ones for no reason at all. While life is unpredictable, some things are certain. Razors are still expensive. Waxing still hurts like the dickens. And Body Details is still the best choice for your hair removal needs. Learn more at bodydetails.com.
Celebrity parody, not Morgan Freeman.
If you're far from water, you might think a flood can't happen to you. But the truth is, there are hidden risks that can leave your property vulnerable, like runoff from new development, changing weather patterns, and even wildfires. But if you have flood insurance, you have peace of mind knowing that you can recover faster. Protect the life you've built. Visit floodsmart.gov/storm to learn more. Brought to you by FEMA and its National Flood Insurance Program.
If you are injured in a car crash and seeking an attorney, Hicks & Motto Attorneys at Law is a name you can trust. Hicks & Motto is a mid-sized law firm that will provide you with the personal attention of a small firm, coupled with the ability to commit all the financial resources needed to pursue your case. With over 100 years of combined legal experience, Hicks & Motto is your personal injury law firm. Hicks & Motto, committed to getting you the best possible result. Call 561-683-2300 or hmelawfirm.com. You have questions, they have answers. Call Hicks & Motto.
South Florida weather is 15 seconds away from the H. Gregg West Palm Beach Weather Center.
At hgregg.com, your time and safety is their priority. That's why they're introducing H. Gregg Direct, the safest way to purchase your next vehicle. Shop their virtual showroom, choose your financing, and order a contact-free delivery to your home. Visit hgregg.com now. Save more, drive happy.
This morning in South Florida, temperatures starting off in the mid-70s under partly cloudy skies. Showers beginning to pop up late morning, moving south to north. This afternoon, highs in the mid-80s. Showers and storms on the increase, especially after 3 p.m. I'm WPTV First Alert meteorologist Katya Hall for 97.9 WRMF.
Quick Hit Weather is brought to you by Vicks VapoCool.
Does thinking about the weather conditions or anything else stress you out? Yeah? Then you've got to check out new Stress Balls Stress Supplements. It's a drug-free, non-habit-forming herbal blend to help you stress less and live more. Find new Stress Balls at your local Walmart today and de-stress.
If you love KVJ on the radio, you'll love them even more on Instagram. Follow at KVJ Show. 97.9 WRMF.
All right, if you got something on your mind, you can also let us know. Send us an email, mail@kvjshow.com. So does this seem to be odd to you? This email says, my wife sleeps with her glasses on. I used to wake up and then I would find them on her chest or beside her pillow, but now she just goes to sleep wearing them. She has a hard time sleeping, so in the middle of the night, she'll wake up and read stuff on her phone, and she says if she just sleeps with them on, then she doesn't need to look for them when she wakes up. I suggested contact, but she vetoed that idea. Is that ridiculous, ingenious, or just weird? Does anyone else sleep in their glasses?
My dad does sometimes.
Yeah?
He falls asleep in them.
Yeah. It sounds like she's intentionally going to bed with them on so that when she wakes up, it's something that's right there on her face, and she can just go right to her phone and start reading stuff. Hey, everybody's got their own little quirky thing. Yeah, it defies logic to me. I know I move around. I flip all over the place in the middle of the night. Glasses wouldn't stay on my face.
I feel like I would maybe hit them and they would scratch my face up.
Yeah, I remember when I was a kid, there used to always be these books. You read you that bedtime story. They'd have that, tucking in kind of like a little story, and they'd have the narration that went along with the interesting little photos. And I always remember that the kid would be laying so still in bed with their arms down to their sides, and they would tuck them in so they couldn't move. And I'm like, who could ever sleep like that? I mean, that's not the reality of sleeping, where you just lay on your back and don't move in the entire course of the night. So, yeah, I think it's odd, but I mean, hey, everybody's got their own little idiosyncrasies, and they got to do you, right?
Yeah, and if it does help her in the night to not be fumbling around for the glasses, to put them back on, I would look to the deeper problem, though, why she's waking up in the middle of the night to read her phone.
Yeah, I think it goes against logic. My wife will wake up several times in the middle of the night, and she starts immediately. She'll grab her phone and she'll start watching a show.
Really?
Yeah,
Yes.
I do that sometimes. If I wake up in the middle of the night and I feel like I'm not going to get back to sleep, I'll grab something and start watching it.
Yeah.
It's better than just sitting there with your thoughts. Man, these thoughts can get to you sometimes.
Oh, I hear you. Yeah. I guess everybody, like I said, you got to do you, whatever works for you.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking to somebody who has the weirdest sleeping habits over here. So sleeping with your glasses on, waking up at 2 o'clock to look at your phone, none of that's even weird to me.
Yeah, that's just some normal stuff.
Yeah, some people just really are weird when it comes to their sleeping.
Yeah, I think that's basically it. Everybody's got their own little thing. Is Panda very normal, Virginia? Are you normal when it comes to sleeping? Because I feel like I am. I don't feel like I do anything out of the ordinary.
Yeah, I mean, other than when we wake up, that's weird. Other than that, I think we're pretty normal.
Well, I don't know. I was in one bed and they were in another bed for my buddy's bachelor party kind of a thing. And the one thing I did notice, Panda snores something awful.
Really?
And
Okay.
Virginia farts something awful.
Really?
Snoring and farting. I couldn't sleep a wink. I had to leave the
What
room.
a tough room to sleep in.
They forced me out of I was pacing around this house for 3 hours because of their farts and their snores.
I'm sorry about that. I had Taco Bell and Four Locos.
It was awful.
That's so gross.
It was really gross, Kevin. It scarred me.
So you and Panda must be deeper sleepers, Virginia.
I
So
actually, it doesn't bother me. Panda's snoring does not bother me.
Yeah, you got to be a deeper sleeper then.
I think I hear it, but it's peaceful to me. It's like a white noise thing at this point.
Nah. No, it was not. You got a lot of nerve, lady. You weren't in it. You were knocked out.
And what about your farts? Do your farts wake you up, Virginia?
No, I mean, I guess I put myself into a Mexi Melt and Four Loco coma.
And let me just say, she's versatile. She had so many different variations of farts.
Yeah.
Couldn't believe it.
Some what were loud, squeakers?
She had loud ones, but this was the most common one. The one that sounds like it's going to be loud. It kind of just leaks out air. That was her most consistent. It was awful.
So come out loud and start to whisper?
Yeah.
If you can, try to not be too turned on.
Okay, interesting stuff. Do you have somebody in your bed that has a very interesting or weird sleeping habit? You can let us know about it. 877-979-9763 here at the KVJ Show.
Picture perfect, you don't need no filter. Gorgeous, make them drop dead, you a killer. Shower you with all my attention. Yeah, these are my only intentions. Stay in the kitchen, cooking up, catch your own bread. Heart full of equity, you're an asset. Make sure that you don't need no mentions. Yeah, these are my only intentions. Shout out to your mom and dad for making you. Staying in a vision, they did a great job raising you. When I create, you're my muse. The kind of smile that makes the news. Can't nobody throw shade on your name in these streets. Triple threat, you a boss, you a bank, you a beast. You make it easy to choose. You got a mean touch, I can't refuse. No, I can't refuse it. Picture perfect, you don't need no filter. Gorgeous, make them drop dead, you a killer. Shower you with all my attention. Yeah, these are my only intentions. Stay in the kitchen, cooking up, catch your own bread. Heart full of equity, you're an asset. Make sure that you don't need no mentions. Yeah, these are my only intentions. Already passed, you don't need no approval. Good everywhere, don't worry about no refusal. Second to none, you got the upper hand now. Don't need a sponsor, no, you're the brand now. You're my rock, my Colorado. Got that ring, just like Toronto. Love you now, a little more tomorrow. That's how I feel. Act like you know that you are. Picture perfect, you don't need no filter. Gorgeous, make them drop dead, you a killer. Shower you with all my attention. Yeah, these are my only intentions. Stay in the kitchen, cooking up, catch your own bread. Heart full of equity, you're an asset. Make sure that you don't need no mentions. Yeah, these are my only intentions.
No cap, no pretending, you don't need mentions. Got them saying goals, they don't wanna be independent. Tell them to mind your business, we in our feelings. It's 50-50 percentage. Attention, we need commitment. We gotta both admit it. It's funny, we both listen. It's a blessing, cause we both get it. You the best thing, and I don't need a witness. I'ma find me a ring and pray it's perfect fitted. Perfect.
Picture perfect, you don't need no filter. Gorgeous, make them drop dead, you a killer. Shower you with all my attention. Yeah, these are my only intentions. Stay in the kitchen, cooking up, catch your own bread. Heart full of equity, you're an asset. Make sure that you don't need no mentions. Yeah, these are my only intentions. That's all I plan to do.
Well, there's a lot of conversation still going on about the coronavirus. Virginia, even in her own house, is looking at her son, Rocco, to be like, okay, wait a minute. He's got an eye issue. Is that some symptom?
He's got that puffy eye.
So he has fake pink eye?
I don't know. He might have real pink eye.
What are the symptoms of fake pink eye?
Well, fake pink eye, you just, pretend like you have pink eye and you put on glasses.
Or you wear an Easter bunny outfit to our beer fest?
Yes.
Okay, got ya.
That's fake pink eye. Real pink eye.
Remember when she did that? She wore a bunny costume to our beer fest.
Yes.
Was it beer fest or
It was Kids Fest.
Kids Fest. Okay. Either way, you were covering up your lie.
You still don't know what happened under that bunny outfit?
Oh, I do know.
You like to think you know.
Oh, I know. JMZ's going to blow it all open again.
You got no idea.
JMZ's going to catch you slipping again.
JMZ's never caught anything.
Mm-hmm. They were interesting times, say the least. Well, here we go again, looking at the headline when it comes to coronavirus in Florida. Florida recorded its second highest single day of new coronavirus cases on Wednesday. with another 2,610. And the problem with that is the previous record was from the day before with 2,783.
Dope.
So back-to-back really bad days in coronavirus cases, and just everywhere you go, spin, spin, spin. You know, everybody trying to like put their own little angle on what that means, from the governor to everybody else that's going on here. Cutting to the core of it, I like to look at the percentage of positive cases. And this number got my attention. 10.3% of the people tested in the state of Florida were positive. A month ago, that rate was 3.5%. So again, we went a month ago, 3.5 to currently 10.3. And that's the amount of people testing positive that are taking the test overall.
What does this mean, Kevin?
It means that a lot more people are getting coronavirus. So I know people say, yeah, you got a lot more cases, but there's a lot more testing. Well, a lot more people who are taking that test is coming back with positive results.
So here's where I'm at mentally. 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, I feel like it wasn't as bad in Florida, but you weren't allowed out. Now it seems like it's way worse in Florida, but you're allowed out. What gives, Nikki?
I think we did it wrong. Shocker. I mean, we should be wearing masks everywhere. I don't think you can shut it all down again, but masks should be mandated. Everybody should be wearing a mask, and we can't shut it all down again because of people's pocketbooks. We can't go back there.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody should wear a mask when they go out.
People believe, to answer directly the question you had, Jay Bird, is that some people are now saying that they believe Florida opened up too early, too much, too soon. And to Virginia's point, yes, without having that part of it, at least in Palm Beach County. Broward, Miami-Dade, they had the mask thing, but Palm Beach County was like, wear them if you feel like it. And a lot of people just don't feel like wearing them.
When does the first coronavirus movie come out? Or the first documentary? You know that's coming out.
They can't get together to make it.
That's true.
No, they just opened it up. They just opened up filming again in Los Angeles.
They did.
They're now allowed to do televisions and movies again.
And you know Netflix is going to have one of those big-time documentaries about Corona?
Well, they've already got a few that is on there on Netflix right now, the pandemics and things like that, covering that. And my question is there going to be a demand for it because you're living it? Do people want to see more of it? Be like, you know what, I'm kind of in the middle of the
I'm
last
already
thing
starring in it.
Right. The last thing I want to see is something about it.
Maybe not a movie, but if they came out with one of those like loose change, the 9/11 documentary styles about Corona, where it shows one side of how there's a conspiracy, I think that would do well.
Probably, but you almost have to wait till it really does get to a conclusion before you can go back, because now you say anything at all, it's spinning on people.
You're right. It's too early to make that doc.
Yeah.
Every statement is political, and you know I am not a political person. I have no political affiliation. But somehow everything that I just said is now political. And that's kind of ridiculous.
Why, you getting text messages? You told me not to read the comments. Don't read the comments.
I am not reading the comments. I honestly could not care less about the comments because it's not a political statement.
No.
It's a statement on health. It's a statement on keeping us and our families and our people healthy. And if they've shown that masks can help, let's wear them.
Well, and, you know, to that point, somebody had sent me an article just kind of on this whole place, on where people are, and there's this silent majority of people that are afraid to speak up and say anything because they don't want to be labeled into this political fight. And it used to be people might have an opinion that this would be sounding like more of a Democratic concept. This concept that you come up with sounds more Republican, and most people have things that would side more Democratic or left on one thing and more right on the other, and that's just normal. You know, not really everybody should be all the way one way on every single subject that they have in their life.
A lot of people are in the middle. They lean right on some stuff, they lean left on others, and they kind of come together in the middle.
But they're afraid to say anything because they don't want to be pushed to either one of those margins. And that really is a shame. And, you know, I preface everything I say with, I believe to be one of those people. And so I say things, and one day somebody wants to make me a Democrat and the other day a Republican. And I always will tell you that
Which
I'm an
is
independent.
hilarious.
But I don't think that people should be afraid, especially if you're just trying to ask questions. You're not trying to yell at anybody or put anybody down. You just want to be informed because you want to make decisions to help yourself out in life. And you don't want to be branded as one thing or another. You just are like, okay, I want to know to help myself out.
You damn Republicrat. Oh, I've been called Republican and Democrat into the same topic.
Yeah, we'll do a bit, we'll say something, and Denny's will answer the call. Poor Denny's. Denny's will answer the call. I knew it. Jay Bird's a Republican. Next call. You tell that Jay Bird Democrat butt-face to shut up.
Butt-face would be a kind.
Nice.
Well, I censored myself.
So the things to look through everything with and what is really important with this, and the one number that I said is I look at the positive test, and that is going up. And so it's telling me that I might want to live with a little bit more caution in my life right now. Not that I had even really loosened it up, so I'm going to just keep on doing what I'm doing. But the other number that people look at is what's going on with the beds. We talked about the ICU beds yesterday on the show, and somebody had texted us from Wellington Regional Medical Center, and yeah, the announcement on that hospital, Palms West and Bethesda West, are apparently, according to WPTV, completely out of ICU beds right now. So, Tenet Healthcare that has St. Mary's and all that, they felt like they were okay and things were fine with that. But you are seeing more and more of those beds. They say right now Palm Beach County has about 18% of adult ICU beds available, 18%. So, and that's
and
why
that's important is because as soon as the ICU is completely filled and the hospitals are filled to capacity, then people that show up that are dire and sick and probably won't make it another 48, 72 hours, those people don't get admitted to the hospital and don't get the treatment that they need, and those people may die. And that's why it's a crisis at that point.
Mm-hmm.
That's coming right from my sister, and she told me this over the weekend, and I was like, "Wait, what?"
Did you say it like that? And people may die.
Very ominous.
We had that voice effect on her.
Got ya.
The latest thing I heard today, and everything that I hear about the coronavirus, almost every single day, there's something that is amusing. They say now that you should not allow any doggy butt sniffing to go on. So this is really tough for dogs.
Human to dog or dog to dog?
It's a good question, Virginia.
Yeah, if you are a human that's sniffing dogs' butts, you got to stop. And same thing with the dogs. The FDA is saying that your dog needs to follow social distancing guidelines now.
Damn.
Yeah.
Good thing Chewy hates other dogs.
Yes, if you have a loner dog, it's a great time.
Chewy is a loner.
The FDA is saying that dogs can catch coronavirus, and while it's not clear if they can yet transmit it to humans, the experts say it still makes sense to keep them 6 feet away from other dogs. So that would mean no more butt sniffing.
It's great. I gotta buy Chewy a mask now.
Good luck with that. Dogs love it when you put a mask over their face.
All of a sudden, you see people walking their dog. All these dogs have masks on. Bizarro times, my friend.
Yes, it is. So it looks like, this is almost kind of like the Groundhog Day where you look to see. I would say that based in my family, we have at least 6 more weeks of quarantine because whenever you see Governor DeSantis' shadow, then that means,
6 more weeks.
Yeah,
dang it.
He's like our own groundhog. So yeah, we're back in. That means more card games going on this weekend. The one thing is we were playing cards last week, and we try to add new games because we've been doing this for how many months now? That's it. And so we were playing the same 2 or 3 card games, and we're just like, I'm so over this game. So we're trying to learn new ones. And it's kind of interesting as we go. We're replacing games where it seems like the luck factor is higher than the skill set.
Do you like those kind of games? I don't know if I love them. They're good with kids because the kids want to win. But if you're playing adults and you're going for blood, get this luck crap out of here. I want skill.
We are now trying to really figure out the games that take more skill because that's what we want. Because it's really annoying when you get in a game of luck and you're like, okay, you can just tell right away this isn't going to go great. And you're right, it is good for kids because it's an equalizer. Like, you don't really have to think through everything. You just lay down what you got.
I wish you were into the game Risk. There is skill involved. There's crap talking. I mean, it's such a fun game, but you have to want to be in it, and you also have to want to hunker down for a minute.
Okay.
You ain't going to. Yeah, if you want to play Risk the right way.
Well, they actually did a survey asking people how they felt on different games, like chess, poker, Connect 4 even, Monopoly, and said, okay, how much of this game do you think is skill? How much of this game do you think is luck? So if you're more into the skill games versus the luck games or vice versa, I'll let you know what the surveys had to say. We'll give you our thoughts on that as well. Coming up next on the KVJ Show.
You shot it out, but I can't hear a word you say. I'm talking loud, not saying much. I'm criticized, but how your bullets ricochet. Shoot me down, but I get up. I'm bulletproof, nothing to lose. Far away, ricochet. You take your aim. Far away. You shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium. You shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium. Cut me down, but it's you who have further to fall. Ghost town, haunted love. Raise your voice, sticks and stones may break my bones. Talking loud, not saying much. I'm bulletproof, nothing to lose. Far away, ricochet. You take your aim. Far away. You shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium. You shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium. Stone heart, machine gun, firing at the ones who run. Stone heart, those bulletproof glass. You shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium. You shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium.
Okay, so which games are more skill? Which games are more luck? Now, this is only opinion-based. It's a YouGov survey asking people, but I know in my family, we have tried to start weeding out some of the card games that are a little bit more luck-based versus skill-based, because we want an actual challenge that's going on here. And, of course, Cannon, he's fighting for the games that are basically just, luck-based, where you kind of like flip a card over and whatever you get, you get.
It's the kid's version of skill. He's got more of a shot.
Yes, and so he wins more frequently at that game. And so I get what he's saying, because he's like, I win in that game more often.
He'll never win at the skill.
Yeah.
Not against you,
Not
because
as-
you love to step on the dreams of children.
Absolutely. I love to keep him in his place. And so they went through and they asked on a bunch of different games which were more of skill, which were more of luck. And some of these I definitely agree with. Like when they went with chess, to me, I don't even think you can argue. That is a game of skill.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Like you could put me against a grandmaster champion and he's going to take me out in like 3 moves. So without a doubt, that is skill. And 82% of people agreed. Only 4% said it's a game of luck. And I don't even see how you could argue that.
They're dumb.
I don't think you know chess. Checkers, they say, is 77% skill.
It is skill.
Mm-hmm. Not as skillful as chess, they say, but still, you got to kind of know what you're doing. It's strategy, and Everything else that goes into
I'd
it.
love to do a KVJ checkers tournament. You won't do it. You're screwed.
I think you'd probably win it. I don't know that I'm that good. I play every now and then when I go to Cracker Barrel, and that's about it.
I played at Cracker Barrel the last time I played. I was teaching Mags how to play at Cracker Barrel before COVID.
But I have to try to be like, okay, how do you play this again? Like I
love It's so fun.
Yeah.
It's a fun game.
A lot of times I forget. Poker, they say 54% of it is skill, 28% is luck.
54 plus 28. Where's the other percentage?
I think it's just the other people are like, I don't know. I don't know what poker is. I've never heard of it.
There's skill to poker. There's all kinds of skill you have to do.
But don't you get cards out the deck and you don't know what you're going to get?
It seems about right, though. But, 54% of it, you can still maneuver yourself. Like, I could get a great hand, and I could play somebody that's really good at poker, and they probably would still beat me because I wouldn't even know what I'm doing.
Right.
But yeah, if you do get a great hand and you somewhat know, then you're, it's
you get a great hand and then you start clapping. Oh, my hand's great.
Yes.
It's really skill and luck, that one, but I think still more skill.
It is 54% skill, 28% luck when it comes to poker. Connect 4. 49% say skill, 21% say luck. And my son and I, when the lockdown started happening, we started playing Connect 4 a good bit more. And as I kind of got into it, the more I played, the more I realized there is a definite strategy that helps put your opponent in a worse position. It's not just luck of where you drop stuff. There's a definite strategy to Connect 4. So I would put it higher than 49% skill.
I want Ralston bad. I want you bad when it comes to Connect 4. Oh, I can taste it.
Yeah, you beat your kid a lot, but he's your kid. Can you beat the bird?
I don't know. Yeah, I got to bring that in here. We need to have that out.
I'll put anything on the line.
You will? Anything?
Anything. Anything. Yeah.
I don't know if you should say that in this room.
Bring it, Ralston. I want the fight.
You do?
I need it.
All right. He's putting everything on it. The game of Clue, they say is 46% skill, 23% luck.
I love Clue.
I do. Clue's one of the ones you have to explain it to me again. I always forget.
Clue is like it's all these different rooms, and you got to figure out who did it in what room with what weapon. Was it Colonel Mustard?
I feel like
in the billiard room.
It's always Colonel Mustard. I feel like
that's the only name I know. That's why I say that.
Professor Plum a lot too.
Is it Plum?
They say Monopoly is 42% skill, 46% luck.
Disagree. It's more skill than luck.
Think so?
Yeah, it really is.
Okay. Blackjack, they say is 35% skill, 44% luck.
Is that Texas?
What is it?
Say it.
Texas Hold'em. I remember. Texas Hold'em. Is it Texas Hold'em?
Blackjack is 21, where, you have the cards.
So no.
No, you're wrong, but yes.
Okay.
You can't say the name, and you're wrong about the game.
I love the game I can't say, though. Denny's taught me Texas Hold'em.
And I think that's a form of poker,
That's
isn't
poker.
it? Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. What you said. I don't know. I just know it's fun.
Uno. 26% say it's skill, 52% say it's luck.
A lot of luck in Uno.
We did a lot of Uno in our house. Rocco loves Uno.
What did you say? It's more skill or luck?
I mean, yeah, it's probably more luck.
Okay.
The cards you get.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then cards against humanity. 15% say it's skill, 19% say it's luck.
And
obviously, a lot of people don't have an opinion.
They don't have risk on that one, huh?
No, I didn't see risk. And what do you think that is? More skill or luck?
Skill, baby.
Skill?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I know another one they didn't have. Stratego is one I liked, and it's got strategy in it. Yeah, to me, I think that's all skill.
I don't know if I've ever played Stratego. Are you able to explain it to me in 5 seconds or less?
Nope.
Okay.
Let's move along.
That only took one. See how efficient I am?
From the WRMF Freeman Injury Law Traffic Center.
Car accident? Before you call the insurance company, know your legal rights. Call Freeman Injury Law. 800-561-7777. 800-561-7777.
This report brought to you by offleaseonly.com. Now offering free local delivery and no payments for 90 days. Call 561-222-CARS. Save thousands at offleaseonly.com. Major delays right now on 95 northbound. We have an accident that is blocking 3 right lanes just beyond the exit for Yamato Road. You're going to want to avoid that area this morning. Plus, the Roosevelt Bridge up in Stewart is still shut down this morning for emergency road construction, as well as Dixie Highway running beneath the bridge. Your best bet right now is to take the turnpike, and all tolls have been waived due to the bridge closure between Stewart and Port St. Lucie. This report brought to you by Massage Envy. I'm Suits 379 WRMF.
At Massage Envy, their commitment to safety has never been greater. Go see the measures they're taking and book your next massage, facial, or stretch at massageenvy.com. Massage Envy. Keep your body moving.
For the ones we trust to always be there. For the ones caring for others. For the ones who keep things going, no matter where they are. In extraordinary times, extraordinary people step up, like the ones standing guard and standing on the front lines, and the ones who are staying apart while still working together. With your efforts, we will get through this. We're grateful for all you do. Visit Grainger.com for resources that can help as you create your recovery plan. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
So, Florida, you may have heard the local legend about teenagers literally tipping cows, like with money, tucking it right under their briskets. While we cannot confirm or deny this so-called cow-tipping behavior, we can tell you the Geico Insurance Agency could help you save on renter's insurance. And Geico could help you save on boat, RV, or motorcycle insurance. Plus, they have agents you can reach 24/7.
I'm certain the cows wish the tipping would happen 24/never.
I can't speak to that, but I can say that Geico is the largest auto insurer in the state.
The cows, however, voted the tipping teens their largest annoyance.
Plus, Geico gives people more free time with access to their mobile app you can use to file a claim, pay your bill, or add a driver.
Local cows hope the teens find something more constructive to do with their free time.
Geico. You could get legendary savings and more at geico.com, over the phone, or at your local office.
If you've been involved in a car accident and are not sure of your legal options, call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. And take back control of your life.
Office in West Palm Beach.
Broadcasting from the offleaseonly.com studios. Offleaseonly.com. Now offering free local delivery and no payments for 90 days. Save thousands. Offleaseonly.com. This is 97.9 WRMF Palm Beach. Here's what's coming up on the Dirt of the Day. Dirt of the Day.
Well, a lot of accusations have been swirling around Danny Masterson for years about inappropriate sexual behavior. He was arrested yesterday. I will tell you the official accusations coming up in your dirt.
Entertainment updates 5 minutes after every hour from the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.
Camp KVJ. We do it for free. Well, I was just reading like how much money some people are spending to send their kids to summer camps, and some of them still are opening them up. I know the governor's like, yeah, go ahead. Send the kids to camp. What the heck? What's the worst that could happen? So some people have been going out of these summer camps, and I do remember back in the day, there were a few camps as we were shopping around. I was like, wait, you got to pay how much to send your kid there for the summer?
What's the highest one you saw?
There was one I just saw yesterday or the day before, $15,000, I think it was.
$15,000?
Yeah.
That's for the whole summer?
Yeah. $15,000 for the summer. I think it was $5,000 a month. And I was like, what are they doing for $5,000 a month?
That's insanity. Yeah, the one that was up by me, I saw all these people because I'm on this Jupiter Moms Facebook page, and all these people were talking about this camp that doubled its price from last year. It's $450 a week, and all these people were flipping out.
Yeah,
I was like, $450 a week. What's going on at this camp?
That's like owning a really nice Lexus.
$450 a week? That's like 6 Lexuses.
I'm not good with numbers.
Yeah.
That's insane.
No, it is insane. Yeah, I mean, that's some of the prices. They're very shocking, and I'm wondering what is going on with summer camps this year, because I do know some places. I mean, that's a lot of people's income. So I get it. I get wanting to do it. I get trying to make up for some of that lost income. And then I just wonder what the capacity is. If you're normally like, what your 100% is, are you at 80% of normal capacity, 50, 40, 20? Where are these camps?
They were saying the kid to counselor ratio was 5-to-1, and it's normally not that low.
Okay.
So that's why they had to charge more. And I guess if you have it, you have it. But I mean, even if I had it, which I don't, I would never pay $450 a week for a summer camp.
Yeah.
I mean, crazy. I'd rather punch myself in the face.
Yeah. Well, that's what some people are able to afford. A lot of us have to look for much cheaper options, and that's why we offer you Camp KVJ, which is giving you something really awesome to do where you get to spend time with your kids, and it's not going to cost you any money. This week, we are doing 4 packs of tickets to Lion Country Safari, and we've got Julie on here from Port St. Lucie. Hello, Julie.
Good morning.
How are you doing today?
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
Good. Tell me, you've got 2 kids, is that correct?
I do, 12 and 9.
Very nice. Have you ever taken them to Lion Country Safari before?
We've gone a few years ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But it looks like it's something exciting and it can be safe because you're in your car.
Absolutely. No, it is. That's why it makes so much sense, and that's why we're sending you there.
Shh, got growl.
Oh, you wanted to growl? Okay. Julie, can you growl for us like a lion? Yeah.
That's how you do it.
Very good.
Nice.
Nice job.
Growl.
Well deserving of
Love
these
it.
tickets. Julie, you and the kids have a great time, okay?
I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. You guys stay safe.
All right, you do the same. More tickets for you tomorrow here on the KVJ Show with Camp KVJ.
It's the KVJ dirt of the day. It's the KVJ dirt of the day. Virginia, take it away, because you know we need that dirt of the day.
Well, we've heard a lot of accusations around that Danny Masterson from that 70s show.
For a while, they've been going on.
For a while. But coming up in a second, I'll tell you, they arrested him yesterday. What are the official charges? And what are other celebrities saying protected him for so long with all of these accusations for years? How'd he get away with it? I'll tell you coming up in just a second. Before we get into that, we talked about this a minute ago. It has been 5 days since they lifted some of the restrictions on film and television production. Now, they're not completely back to, hey, full blast, do it as you used to do it before. There's certain safety standards and all kinds of stuff they have to do. Actors have to be 8 feet apart as they're filming their scenes with each other. So you can imagine where this would be a little tricky if you're doing, say, a love scene 8 feet apart.
Yeah.
How are they going to do that?
challenging.
Well, I'll tell you, Bold and the Beautiful is very creative. I read this and I was like, oh, that's so smart of them. So in cases on Bold and the Beautiful where they're, all up on each other, which if you watch Bold and the Beautiful, they likes to dry hump a lot. They're not going to use actors. They're going to use the husbands and wives of the actors, but the husband or wife will actually stand with their back to the camera. So you see the person like making out with somebody and it looks real, but it's actually the real life husband or wife of that actor.
Okay.
It's not another actor.
So is every scene going to be people 6 feet apart? Is it going to be pretty much every phone? Is it going to be a phone scene?
8 feet apart.
So every scene you see is going to be someone talking from the distance of each other.
At least for now, with the restrictions on film and television production. Now, this may change as we move into different phases. This is apparently phase 1 for them.
Okay.
Is different than phase 1 for us. Theirs is 8 feet apart and no love scenes. And they say if the actor doesn't have a husband or a wife, they've been using blow-up dolls that they put a wig on.
What?
That's just fascinating. I might watch Bold and the Beautiful just so I can see how they're able to pull this off and try to figure out if it's a blow-up doll or a real person.
Wow.
That's fun. In other news, did you see they pulled over the guy that was hired to kill Carol Baskin? Alan Glover is his name, if you watched Tiger King. So Alan Glover is that shady dude's name, and he got pulled over for a DUI. I believe we have some audio of what it sounded like from them pulling him over.
It's long, but it's an interesting listen. I'm not going to lie.
Okay.
This is his DUI. This is the footage when he's getting pulled over?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
How much you had to drink? Probably about 2 beers. 2 beers?
That's the old standard.
Everybody says 2 beers.
How about 2 beers?
That means 12.
Each beer was 80 gallons.
Okay. About how long ago was your last drink? Probably about an hour ago. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being you're stone cold sober, and 10 being you'd be drunk and passed out in a ditch, where would you put yourself at? 1 to 10? Yeah. I'm good. Well, that's not part of the scale. 1 to 10.
1 to 10? I'm good.
I'm good.
Where would you put yourself at? I'm putting myself in a good place.
You just can't get a number out of this guy.
A good place, okay. Yes, but that's still not a part of the scale. So I'm not sure exactly where you want me to go with that. All right. What's your name? Alan. Alan? Okay. You know your numbers pretty well? No. You don't know 1 through 4? I got like a 3rd grade education. No. You know your ABCs then? No. You don't know your ABCs? Wow. Not that well. Okay. Do you feel you're safe to operate a vehicle tonight? I haven't even. I was just sitting in the truck. Well, I'm asking if you feel like you're safe to operate a vehicle. No. You don't feel that you're safe to do it? No, sir. All right. Well, I don't think so either. Sir, you're under arrest for actual physical control of a motor vehicle while intoxicated.
Okay. Well, there you go. Kabam.
Dang.
He didn't sound drunk.
Wow.
I don't know.
It's so sad. Like the 3rd grade education part. That's kind of heartbreaking.
Oh, yes. A real snapshot of America, Virginia.
And finally here, Danny Masterson was charged and arrested yesterday. Rape, 3 different cases of rape they are bringing against him. The incidents apparently took place between 2001 and 2003 in Los Angeles. If convicted on all of the charges, he faces 45 years behind bars. And Leah Remini came out yesterday saying, finally, she believes that it's all been this Scientology bubble that has protected him and helped him to get away with it. And she says, thankfully, now a lot of these accusers are being believed, and the people that victimized them are now being held accountable for their actions and not protected by Scientology anymore.
Okay.
Oh, that's heavy stuff. So
yeah,
she
there's rumors that the Scientologists have protected him to the death,
and that there's more victims and more protecting that's been going on. That she says Danny Masterson is just the beginning.
Okay.
So that's what's going on. He was released on a $3.3 million bail. So he's out. He's not locked up at this moment, but he will.
He's got $3.3 million to, or
I think you only have to pay 10% of that, but still, yeah, I guess he paid it and it was released. I mean, you can bet it was all set up ahead of time with his lawyers and blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
And that's what's going on in your dirt of the day.
Big old birthday shout out to Blake Shelton. He's 44 today. Happy birthday, Blake. And also Paul McCartney, formerly the Beatles, Wings, is 78 years old today. Also, got to say a big old happy birthday to Heath, turning 5, from his grandpa and grandma that love you very much. Trish sent that in, and we got a photo of him there on KVJ TV.
Aww, cutie pie.
Yes, he is. Also got a happy birthday to Jeff, turning 16, from Mom, Dad, Coco, and Lucky. And happy birthday to Kay from David, Lulu, and Nunu. All right. Got a birthday you want to get on the KVJ show? You just let us know about it. Mail at kvjshow.com. MAIL at kvjshow.com. We're talking summer camps and Camp KVJ. A second ago, somebody said the JCC in Davie had to shut down their preschool summer camp because somebody on the staff tested positive.
Oh, boy.
For coronavirus.
Yikes.
I was kind of curious exactly how some of those things would go. Is you open something up and somebody winds up testing positive, for coronavirus. What exactly does that mean? So it's kind of crazy with the numbers starting to spike a little bit here in South Florida. Say about eating junk food. It's terrible for your body, just like smoking or drinking. Obesity is a major killer in our country. Why don't we have PSAs regarding the dangers of junk food? Sorry, Jaybird, I know you love your snacks, but it's promoting a dangerous and unhealthy lifestyle. Children are the ones who suffer the most. Just something to think about. Ooh, something to think about.
So
from
are
Alberto.
they're calling me out, sort of, I guess?
I think they're calling out snacks, but they know your love and attachment and just how you feel about the snack industry. You're a defender of it and snacks in general. You sing songs about it, make videos, talk about it a lot on the radio.
I glamorize the snack world. I fetishize it.
Yes, yes, you do.
Easy for you to say.
Do I think they need to be PSAs for snack, for junk food?
You know what cracks me up is the fact that we really need PSAs at all about smoking.
There's a massive campaign that spends millions of dollars on radio and television ads.
Well, we haven't gotten to that as common knowledge yet.
Okay, here's my question. Do PSAs actually work? Remember that whole, this is your brain on drugs. Any
Yes.
questions?
They're very effective in making people want to do drugs.
That's what I wonder. I mean, drugs are still around. Does
Yes.
PSAs even help?
Did we see a dip?
People still smoke.
Yeah, they do. I do think that is going down, but is it because they've slapped a PSA on the package letting you know there's a warning now? Is that what's done it? Or is it just the public discourse that has happened about smoking and just more information about the effects of smoking? And maybe you probably now have seen someone who has gone through the nasty effects of smoking too much.
I mean, it's hard for me to say yes, give a public service announcement when some people call me the snack king. It feels like I'm talking out both sides of my mouth here.
Okay. Well, his thought is about the PSA. My thought on the PSAs, for the most part, is how big of a deterrent are they? I didn't even know that they had them on alcohol. So that just goes to show you, as a guy who drinks a good bit, I never even really saw, like, don't drink this, it's bad for you.
They have don't drink and drive PSAs, which
Okay.
I've seen. And I think, he might be talking about DARE programs where they, go in there and talk about the dangers of drinking.
But if I had to list all the deterrents of not drinking and driving, a warning on the bottle would be probably about 80th on the list.
Yeah, I hear you.
At that point, it's already in your hand. You're not going to read the warning.
Yeah.
You've already made the choice.
I love to read this really small print, but I'm just too drunk.
I've already popped the top.
I mean, make your little PSA. I don't care, but I don't think it's gonna matter. I don't think I'm gonna watch a PSA and go, you know what, Virginia, I'm not gonna have that Swiss cake roll now. That PSA told me no. I just don't see it happening. But go, babe, have fun with it.
Okay, well, that's his thought, is putting that on there. I don't know that if you slap warning labels on Little Debbie snack cakes that you're really going to see a massive difference in obesity. I think it's a bigger issue than just that. So it's my thought. But Alberto wanted to send that into the show.
Alberto, I'd love to see a make your own snack PSA and how terrible it is. I'd love to watch it. I think that would be hilarious.
Mm-hmm. Well, there are a lot of families that do love snacks. In fact, some families fight over snacks. I can only imagine that if there are popsicles in the freezer and there's only a certain amount left and you've got a multiple amount of kids, you're probably doing inventory of how many popsicles you got left, and you've got to beat your brother or sister there to get the popsicle before you're all out.
Oh, when it comes to food, I can still remember it was 1994. I ate my brother's Chinese food that he had just gotten. He put it in the refrigerator and took a nap. I come home from high school with that 18-year-old hunger, and I ate it, and he still brings it up. You're right, man.
It's a big issue.
It's a big issue.
Now, I'm an only child, so I never had to deal with this kind of stuff. But I'm just kind of curious, where you have siblings, what do you do? Do you protect food? And maybe even do this from the partner that you live with, where you are excited that you have gone out and you bought a favorite snack, and then that snack has been eaten by your partner. Do you hide them? Do you have places that you hide them? Do you do a snack draft where you say, okay, this is what's left, or that is mine, I put my name on it? Because the one thing that kind of gets me is I'm not a big snack guy, but I think everybody does have their own definition of snacks. Of course, mine are different than the kind of snacks that Jaybird has, but
Yours are terrible.
Yours are weak.
I love my snacks, and I love them because they're healthy, and so I find the tastiest thing I can. So for a lot of the snacks that I do, they're nuts, or they're like the flavored cashews or something like that. And if I want to get really crazy, I've got kind of this coconut chew that I've got, but it's got like sunflower seeds in it.
Crazy, man. Did y'all have, because in our household there were certain foods you knew you were not allowed to touch because my dad or my mom put a law on it. You just knew you did not eat my dad's chunky bars.
Yeah.
If you ate his chunky, you were going to be in a great deal of trouble.
I think a lot of times it's unspoken. I wonder if people actually go to the physical labeling, and that's what I was wondering with my healthy snacks. I got them, and as I was purchasing them, my wife's like going, gosh, you really need that many snacks? And I'm like, well, I mean, I like it. And, I'm buying because we're trying to go to the store less. And this is in the time of the pandemic. And then last week I look and I see her and she has eaten half of my snacks.
The snacks that she was saying
She's complaining
you were
about,
buying too much
complaining and griping about how many I'm getting, and then she's eating them. I'm like going, okay, this is a clear violation of snack law. I don't know what code, what number, but without a doubt, this is a violation of snack law.
Yeah, that's messed up.
It is really messed
She's
up.
ribbing you for buying too much or something, and then she eats it all.
Well, next time she ribs me, it's like, well, I have to because you eat half of it.
Snack law is an important thing, and I think we need to be clear on what the rules of snack law are.
Yeah.
When she's eating your snacks, you need to take pictures of it. So then you can remind her when you're in the grocery, woman, look.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah. I mean, I busted her. I'm like, hey, I'm typically, fine with sharing.
Sure.
But don't shame me in the store where other people hear and it's like, oh, you're running up our food bill with all your massive amounts of snacks, and then you decide to delve into them.
If you're following snack law correctly and there's only one item left and you know your partner is very hungry and you decide to take that last snack and eat it in front of your partner, snack law, if you're going to eat it in front of that hungry partner, you should offer part of it. That's
Okay.
snack law. If you're going to be a jerk and eat it in front of that hungry person and kind of taunt them with it, you need to offer a piece of it.
I got a snack law scenario here, and I want to get your ruling on it. It's a Friday night. It's you and your girl. You're going to watch some movies, and you wanted to order out a pizza. She's like, okay, let me order it. And she came up with the idea to get the pizza. And you're like, that's fantastic. So you get it, and you both have your fill. The next morning, you wake up, and there's only one piece left. You're the dude. You're hungry. You want the pizza, though she's the one who ordered, paid, and it was her idea. Is that breaking snack law if you eat that last piece of pizza?
I feel like you should know your girl, and you should probably know if she's going to want that slice of pizza before. I feel like you should know that.
You have a feeling she might. She probably does.
If she wants it.
But you, again, it's Saturday morning, and you have woken up before her. So does that mean that it's the early bird? Early bird gets the pizza.
I think so.
This is such an impossible, ridiculous scenario because I would never only have one slice left. Always order 3 pizzas. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Ridiculous scenario.
I
Kevin.
think if you get up first and you find the pizza first, then you can just eat it because you can't predict what's going to happen in the future. But
Even though it was her idea, her order, and her money.
Yeah, because
Okay.
she got it for the both of you to share.
If you're going to hashtag be cool, though, if you're going to eat that last slice, you're up, you're able to either order or get some kind of breakfast food. So when she wakes up, pizza's gone, but I have your favorite breakfast meal here. Boom.
I got you a McMuffin.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's how you get some McLovin after. Right?
Question for siblings. Is it a violation of snack law? Because I used to always get like the zebra cakes from Little Debbie's, and they were 2 in 1 packet. If I had a sibling...
You ate like you had a sibling.
I did. My mom bought for 2.
It changes when it's sibling versus sibling.
There's no rules?
That's Hunger Games style.
Hunger Games.
That's now with relationship,
It's different.
That's different.
Different set of rules.
Brother, sister, sister versus sister, brother versus brother. It is an all-out war. Sorry.
Did you ever used to take snacks to your room and hide them so that your siblings couldn't get to them?
Yes, you had to. It's called surviving.
Okay. Virginia, does that ever happen in grown relationships where you actually take snacks to your room and hide them?
Well, luckily, Panda and I don't snack the same.
Okay.
So I don't have that drama. But I watch Rocco and Mags. They definitely have snack drama because both of them eat more like Panda. And they love these, it's called Hot Fudge Sundae Pop-Tarts. And if there's Hot Fudge Sundae Pop-Tarts in the house, it's like both of them have a count going on of how many Pop-Tarts are in the box.
Right.
And I've seen the little one actually get physical with Mags when she ate the last Hot Fudge Sundae Pop-Tart.
Well, you wonder why I have food anxiety. My mom used to buy these frozen microwavable cheeseburgers in bulk, and they came in 10 per box. And my brother was a good 7 or 8 years older than me. And you just knew he was going to get to him first. Now, was he going to eat 3 in the first round?
3 in one sitting?
Sometimes he'll eat 3, an hour later he'd go back for 2 more.
What?
And then I had an older sister, so it was war, man. And he was the biggest, he was the oldest.
That's not fair, though. No one child should be allowed to eat 3 of the 10 burgers in one sitting.
Well, so you go to the refrigerator or the freezer and you have that snack anxiety. You go, oh man, there's only 1 burger left.
Dang.
Some of the stories of how ruthless siblings were when it came to snacks. Somebody texted in and said, yes, my brother would eat all the snacks but leave the box and the wrappers inside. So you would be snack hopeful. You'd open a big, oh, yes, cool, there's some. And then you would go in there and it's nothing but empty wrappers.
Question.
in the box. How deflating is that?
Was it accidental or was that
No, it was
premeditated?
intentional.
Wow.
It was to send a message.
Wow.
Send a message. I got the snacks first. I ate them, and then I messed with you. I gave you a big old psych.
I
'Cause
own you.
You got excited because you're going, oh, yes, there's some Nutter Butters left. And you go for it, and it's like, that's a wrapper. It's all wrappers.
That's a snack terrorist right there.
That's so cruel.
Oh, my gosh. You're sending messages?
To another level, my brother would come home with a 2-liter bottle of soda and then would spit in it and show everybody so you wouldn't drink it.
That was a big Pennington
Wow.
move. That does, man. If you're making something and people are trying to get it, spit it. It's your own spit, and then they don't want it. That was a move you had to do.
Wow.
It wasn't a favorite move.
It really is the Hunger Games.
It is.
It is.
Yeah, wow.
You don't know about that stuff, Kev.
Okay. Any other family snack war rules you had you can share with us? 877-979-WRMF. Coming up here in a bit, too, we got another round. We're switching it up. This is Great Actors' Best Movies. I will give you 3 of their highest rated movies. You got to tell me which of the 3 is the absolute
best.
highest rated. Yes.
Okay.
It's an elimination game. Virginia, Jaybird, Denny's get to play coming up.
From the WRMF Freeman Injury Law Traffic Center.
Car accident? Before you call the insurance company, know your legal rights. Call Freeman Injury Law. 800-561-7777.
800-561-7777. This report brought to you by offleaseonly.com. Now offering free local delivery and no payments for 90 days. Call 561-222-CARS. Save thousands at offleaseonly.com. Major delays right now on 95 northbound. We have an accident that is blocking 3 right lanes just beyond the exit for Yamato Road. You're going to want to avoid that area this morning. Plus, the Roosevelt Bridge up in Stewart is still shut down this morning for emergency road construction, as well as Dixie Highway running beneath the bridge. Your best bet right now is to take the turnpike, and all tolls have been waived due to the bridge closure between Stewart and Port St. Lucie. This report brought to you by Massage Envy. I'm Suits 979 WRMF.
At Massage Envy, their commitment to safety has never been greater. Go see the measures they're taking and book your next massage, facial, or stretch at massageenvy.com. Massage Envy. Keep your body moving.
If you're struggling with what to do with the kids and what to do for the kids and things to keep their minds busy and active and having a little bit of fun, maybe some educational stuff while we're all locked up, the Every Parent app and the Every Parent website is a great resource to go through for all kinds of activities, indoor and outdoor, all kinds of ebooks, virtual museums, indoor activities, fun stuff to do with your kid during these crazy times we're living in. So go online today, everyparentpbc.org. You can start your own little family profile there. And the great thing about it, too, it's age specific. So you put in the age of your kids, and it gives you back specific stuff just for them and their age group. So once again, it's the app that you can put on your phone for free or the website you can go to for free. Every Parent, that's one word, Every Parent is the app, and everyparentpbc.org is the website. A free service from the Children's Services Council.
Now at Bell's, find everything you need for Father's Day. Don't miss this chance to save big on all Dad's favorite brands like PGA, Wheel Legends, Columbia, Izod, Hager, and much more. Plus, you'll find amazing deals throughout the store for the entire family. And save even more with an extra 40% off already reduced clearance prices. At Bell's, you'll find everything you need for Dad this Father's Day, going on now through Saturday. Bell's. Live life local.
Ride the Rapids, have some fun. Ride the Rapids, everyone.
Summer has begun. Rapids Water Park, South Florida's largest water park, is open daily. Get outside, make new memories on 42 thrilling, chilling slides and attractions. Have fun with confidence. Check our Rapids website for splash safety details. South Florida's source for summer fun is ready for you.
Ride the Rapids, everyone.
Save $30 off a season pass. Buy yours online today at rapidswaterpark.com.
Hey, it's Jaybird. Oh, I got to tell you about Dunkin'. First of all, we all know they have delicious donuts and everyone loves their coffee. You can go ahead and be a DDP app. Oh, I'm sorry, I lost my notes there. Sorry. A DD Perks member. All you got to do is just download the app. Also, hit up their website. You'll be able to see all the deals they got. The DD Perks member, you can get $1 medium or hot iced coffee. That's right, $1 medium hot or iced coffee. Just become a DD Perks member. Like I said, go to their website and also try their hash browns. They are delicious. This is Jay Bird, and I run on Duncan.
At BMW, we know leaving the road wasn't easy. But anticipating our return has taught us to appreciate every drive. And after all this time, even the small things become cause for celebration. The soothing hum of an engine, a warm breeze singing through an open window. Moments spent with your favorite co-pilots. And the freedom to explore just because. The time to rejoin the road is finally here. Let's make our return an unforgettable one. BMW, the ultimate driving machine.
Take advantage of financing as low as 0.9% on select models and no payments for 90 days to make your every drive unforgettable. Visit BMWSFL.com for details.
If you're far from water, you might think a flood can't happen to you. But the truth is, there are hidden risks that can leave your property vulnerable, like runoff from new development, changing weather patterns, and even wildfires. But if you have flood insurance, you have peace of mind knowing that you can recover faster. Protect the life you've built. Visit floodsmart.gov/storm to learn more. Brought to you by FEMA and its National Flood Insurance Program.
If you are injured in a car crash and seeking an attorney, Hicks & Motto Attorneys at Law is a name you can trust. Hicks & Motto is a mid-sized law firm that will provide you with the personal attention of a small firm, coupled with the ability to commit all the financial resources needed to pursue your case. With over 100 years of combined legal experience, Hicks & Motto is your personal injury law firm. Hicks & Motto, committed to getting you the best possible result. Call 561-683-2300 or hmelawfirm.com. You have questions, they have answers. Call Hicks & Motto.
Just because we got a pandemic going on doesn't mean that you want to let your body get out of shape. Maybe you've actually put on weight and you're saying, okay, I got to turn this thing around because I don't know when we're going to get out of pandemic-like conditions. That's why Busybody Gyms to Go is there for you. Get that body back in shape and do it within the comfort of your own home. If you're still not comfortable going to your regular gym, you can bring one to you. An entire home gym or even something as simple as dumbbells can be delivered to your home. With name brands like Life Fitness, Matrix, Stairmaster, Precor, you get it by going to gymstogo.com or calling 877-GYM2GO.
South Florida weather is 15 seconds away from the H. Gregg West Palm Beach Weather Center.
At hgregg.com, your time and safety is their priority. That's why they're introducing H. Gregg Direct, the safest way to purchase your next vehicle. Shop their virtual showroom, choose your financing, and order a contact-free delivery to your home. Visit hgregg.com now. Save more, drive happy.
This morning in South Florida, temperatures starting off in the mid-70s under partly cloudy skies. Showers beginning to pop up late morning, moving south to north. This afternoon, highs in the mid-80s. Showers and storms on the increase, especially after 3 p.m. I'm WPTV First Alert meteorologist Katya Hall for 97.9 WRMF.
Quick Hit Weather is brought to you by Vicks VapoCool.
Does thinking about the weather conditions or anything else stress you out? Yeah? Then you've got to check out new Stress Balls Stress Supplements. It's a drug-free, non-habit-forming herbal blend to help you stress less and live more. Find new Stress Balls at your local Walmart today and de-stress.
Want to feel better about your own messed up life? Check out the people in the Whacked Out News. Every weekday morning at 8:45 on the KVJ Show. 97.9 WRMF.
Talking about the snack rules in a family and the snack wars that can happen when those rules break down. Maybe no rules were ever established. A lot of those rules are unspoken, we found out. But we got Michelle here from Port St. Lucie that has actually put together a snack system to try to get her kids to do their chores. What are you doing with this, Michelle?
So it's something that I actually found on Facebook. So I can't take all the credit for it, but I did find it on Facebook, and it was a post about, or it was a list of different chores to do throughout the house, different activities. So, you know, being homeschooled and everything, I still worked full time. My husband was home with the kids. He was able to work from home. So to keep them on track of doing everything, you know, we had a list of chores that they had to do, and they would obviously get paid, you know, a denomination of money or whatever for doing like vacuuming or straightening up the living room or their bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
And also reading for like 30 minutes. They get a little bit, going outside for 30 minutes, and then they would track it on a log. And then when I would get home, I would pay them with Monopoly money.
Okay.
And then I had a list of snacks that I had that we had bought, in different things. And, like if they wanted to extra 30-minute of game time or something like that. So I had a whole list of things that they could use the Monopoly money for, and they would earn that money to pay for those either activities or snacks. This way, they didn't eat the snacks throughout the day when we were, trying to conserve on them. So they only ate what they basically paid for, but it was all done with Monopoly money.
That's a fun little system.
Huh.
Okay. I like that.
Wouldn't work with the
earn 'em.
Penningtons.
No?
Too lawless.
Yeah, it sounds like you run a tight ship and you're in charge. When you have lawless children, oh, man.
There was snack mutiny at the Pennington household.
If you have any pushback on this at all, Michelle, and what would you do if the system started to break down?
Well, they started to get a little crafty with certain things. Like they would say, hey, like my son would hoard all of the Monopoly money that he earned, and then at the end of the week, for the beginning of the following week, he would buy up all the snacks he could get. That was his thing, or he would put it towards something like, oh, I want an extra hour of game time, or I get to stay up an extra hour for bed. So I had to put a limit on things, like no more than 2, or no more than 1 of these per week, or something like that. So you had to adjust it as you went, but it worked. And
Okay.
for the most part, now that it's summer, we kind of deterred a little bit from it, just because I didn't want it to be. I mainly did it because of the online school that they were doing. I wanted them to stay on track
Right.
with everything that they were doing.
So it's a
but now
tough
it's a little
system
more
to
relaxed.
maintain all the time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's work for mom,
Yeah,
but
okay.
yeah.
Fascinating stuff. Really cool. Thanks for sharing that, Michelle. Appreciate it. I got a fun little game here for everybody. We've been doing it the other way, where it was the great actors' worst movies, just to point out that they did have a couple stink bombs.
Oh, yeah.
We've kind of gone through the greatest actors, and we are now back to some of the same names, but we're going to focus on their best movies. Same rules apply here. It is round by round that we go on.
Okay. And like the Hunger Games up in here.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
You miss, you're out. It's just like that. And then the last person standing is the winner. So what I've done here is I've taken these actors and I've got 3 of their top performing movies. Maybe not necessarily in order, but you will have their top performing movie on here. Tell me which of the 3 is the highest rated by the Rotten Tomatoes critics. Okay?
Okay.
Virginia, we'll start with you. We're going to give you Tom Hanks. Is his highest rated movie by Rotten Tomatoes critic score Splash from 1984?
Great movie.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely not that one.
Toy Story from 1995 or Big from 1998?
Got 2 bangers in there, baby.
Yeah, it's Tom Hanks we're talking about here. What is his highest rated movie on Rotten Tomatoes?
Stop trying to give me answers. Baseball signs. I don't even know how to read baseball signs. I think it's Toy Story.
Virginia's going to go Toy Story.
Despite Baseball Bird over here trying to give me, he thinks it's C.
Kevin, all I'm doing over here is living my best life.
You are.
That's
okay.
all I'm doing over here.
No interference, no collusion.
I don't think there's any collusion.
Virginia says Toy Story is his highest rated movie. She is correct.
I would have figured.
Toy Story has 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Wow.
That means nobody hated it.
Nobody had anything bad to say about Toy
Dang.
Story. It is a movie of perfection.
That's why I don't trust the critics, man.
100%.
It is a great movie.
Nothing's
though.
100% though, Virginia. Not even your dirt.
We are consistently about 20%.
Of those 3 movies, Big is 97%.
Great movie.
And Splash is 90%.
Y'all always hating on Splash. She's got fins in the water. She's got legs out of the water.
Thanks for mansplaining mermaids.
Well, that's one of the lines in the movie. You would know that if you ever saw it, but you don't.
I saw it back in the 80s.
Jaybird, I'm going to give you Leonardo DiCaprio here.
Okay.
Oh, and he's going to like it.
Is his highest rated movie by Rotten Tomatoes Titanic from 1997?
You love Titanic.
Rose really made a lot of bad choices.
Catch Me If You Can from 2002, or The Departed from 2006.
That's tough.
Don't blow it.
This is what the critics liked, right?
On Rotten Tomatoes. It's the critics' score from Rotten Tomatoes.
They're going to love Titanic because it's long and history. I'm going to go.
It's long in history.
I'm going to go Titanic. Locking her in. No, Dennis, you don't like it?
I was going, whoa.
Oh.
What? You don't like it?
I like how Denny's made you question yourself.
Questioning everything. Titanic, final answer.
Okay, to stay in the game.
I'm so sweaty, bro.
Oh, you are.
Jaybird says it is Titanic. The answer is Catch Me If You Can.
Oh, and just like that, you've been eliminated.
Bird is out.
Damn it, Rose, again.
Yeah, that's...
She got you.
Yeah.
That's the lowest rated of the three. That's an 89.
Dang!
Catch Me If You Can is a 96%. And keep in mind, that's a Tom Hanks, too.
I know.
He's got a lot of really highly rated movies.
Catch Me If You Can is such a good movie.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's based on a real story, so that makes it like 10 times better.
The Departed is 91% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, I think everybody knew that.
Denny's.
Oh, that's rough.
Denny's, if you miss this, Virginia is a one-round champ.
The movie champ.
Look, man.
How embarrassing for you.
Come on, Denny's. A loss for the witch is a win for the bird.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to give you Brad Pitt.
All right.
Oh,
I like
yes, I do too.
Oh, yeah.
Highest rated movie on Rotten Tomatoes. Is it Ocean's 11 from 2001, Inglourious Bastards from 2009,
It's good.
or Moneyball from 2011?
That's a good movie. I don't think it's top.
I don't know. Critics loved it.
They did.
But don't listen to me. I'm wrong a lot.
Yeah.
Pipe down. I'm already ripping on myself. I don't need you to help, Virginia.
Whatever the bird tells you with his dumb baseball signals, go the opposite way.
Ocean's 11.
They're all good. I would have to go. I mean, I loved Inglourious Bastards, but I think I have to go Ocean's 11. That was such a blockbuster smash.
Whoa. Critic, dog. Critic.
Yeah, critics love those, though. I don't know. I'm going Ocean's 11.
Okay, Danny's confidently is locking it in. Ocean's 11 is...
Mio.
Virginia.
Virginia wins.
Virginia is a one-round champ.
I hate it.
Wow.
I haven't been in the theater.
What was the answer?
Moneyball.
What?
Moneyball.
That movie was awesome.
94% for Moneyball, 89% for Inglourious Bastards, and only 82% for Ocean's 11.
Dang.
Keep in mind, the critics never like what the people like.
Exactly.
Jeez.
Yeah. Gosh, tough round, huh? Look at you, Virginia.
Well, champ again. All I do is win, win, win.
That's so
No
tough.
matter what.
All right. We'll see if Denny's can rebound and bring it back. He's got a joke jury that is going to be coming up here in just a bit. So if you're ready for some comedy, lock it in. That is going to be coming up here. Hello and welcome to the KVJ show.
Hey, I was doing just fine before I met you. I drink too much and that's an issue, but I'm okay. Hey, you tell your friends it was nice to meet them, but I hope I never see them again. I know it breaks your heart. Moved to the city in a broke down car and 4 years no calls. Now you're looking pretty in a hotel bar and I can't stop. No, I can't stop. So baby, pull me closer in the backseat of your Rover that I know you can't afford. Bite that tattoo on your shoulder, pull the sheets right off the corner of the mattress that you stole from your roommate back in Boulder. We ain't ever getting older.
As good as the day I met you. I forget just why I left you. I was insane. Stay and play that Blink 182 song that we beat to death in Tucson. Okay. I know it breaks your heart. Moved to the city and I broke down crying. 4 years no call. Now I'm looking pretty in a hotel bar, and I can't stop. No, I can't stop.
So baby, pull me closer in the backseat of your Rover that I know you can't afford. Bite that tattoo on your shoulder. Pull the sheets right off the corner of the mattress that you stole from your roommate back in Boulder. We ain't never getting older. You stole from your roommate back in Boulder. We ain't never getting older. 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 We ain't never getting older.
Okay, you guys ready to laugh? Oh, man, oh, man.
So ready.
Denny's is over here with a round of the joke jury, all set and ready to go.
Kind of bragging about the jokes yesterday. It's like, Bird, I'm already done. They're going to crush tomorrow. Kevin's going to be in stitches.
Oh, that's great.
That was a direct quote.
I love that. That's really good to hear. I like that. Okay, so Denny's has got some handcrafted comedy over here for you. What we're going to do is we're going to judge and let him know when he's hit the mark and when he completely has failed to hit the mark. That is the pressure that Denny's is riding under right now. Okay, Denny's, lay it on us.
All right, joke number one. What do you call an 18-year-old pop star who loves riding ATVs?
I don't know. What do you call an 18-year-old pop star who loves riding ATVs?
Hillbilly Eilish.
Okay.
I like it. It's WRMF topical.
Hillbilly Eilish.
Yeah, it's a thinker.
Okay, all right.
Second joke. What do dogs do if they think they have an STD?
I don't know. What do? They
get a pup smear.
Dog comedy. Love it.
Yes. Okay.
Third joke. What happened at the grand opening of the unorganized steam room?
I don't know. What happened?
It was a total schwitz show.
Schwitz show. Suits loves it.
That's right up his alley.
That's a real good one.
That's amazing.
All right, fourth joke for you guys. What do you call a marine biologist who pimps out orcas?
I don't know. What do you call a marine biologist who pimps out orcas?
Deuce Bigelow whale gigolo.
Deuce Bigelow
How
Whale
high?
gigolo.
Yeah, real high.
Was that after the fourth or fifth
That was
dab?
about 7 p.m. last night.
Whale gigolo.
All right. And final joke for you guys.
Killing today.
I want more. I want another 5.
How does Big Bird like his sex?
Nice.
I don't know. How does he?
Ruffaluffagus.
Okay. All right.
Nice.
There
Fine
you
job,
go. That
young man.
was a fantastic round there. That was a Joe Jury. Daddies.
He's a good kid.
Coming up here in just a couple of minutes, you guys get to let me know what you think the best beach towns are to live in. I broke it down to the state of Florida. This was actually a nationwide thing done by Wallet Hub. They have different factors like the economy, the weather, safety, affordability. Those are a lot of the factors. And we had the number 3 and the number 10, 2 in the top 10 in the KVJ 97.9 WRMF listening area.
Double roads in Juno Beach, baby.
You think so? You're saying Juno Beach?
I'm going to go Juno Beach.
That's your safe bet to make the top 10.
To me, it's a great beach.
Okay.
Safe bet.
Best beach towns. Keep in mind, that's
locking
it.
it in, Juno Beach.
Juno Beach is your safe bet to make the top 10. Virginia, there are 2 in the top 10 in our listening area.
Oh, boy. Ooh.
Best beach town. What is your safe bet? Lock it in to make the top 10.
Best beach town?
Don't say Tequesta. He didn't say old people town.
I'm going to say Jupiter.
You're going to say Jupiter, your safe bet.
To me,
I
Jupiter
love
and
it.
Juno are almost kind of like they morph into each other.
Okay. All right. We'll see if either one of you got one in the top 10. What is in the list and where did your town fall on it? I'll let you know coming up next.
From the WRMF Freeman Injury Law Traffic Center.
Car accident? Before you call the insurance company, know your legal rights. Call Freeman Injury Law. 800-561-7777. 800-561-7777.
This report brought to you by offleaseonly.com. Now offering free local delivery and no payments for 90 days. Call 561-222-CARS. Save thousands at offleaseonly.com. We still have major delays this morning on 95 northbound following this earlier accident just after Yamato Road. Look for 4 lanes blocked in the area. And now we have a new crash on the Turnpike northbound. That one at the Sawgrass Expressway. And you're seeing delays about 20 minutes through there. Plus, the Roosevelt Bridge up in Stewart is still shut down this morning for emergency road construction, as well as Dixie Highway running beneath the bridge. Your best bet right now is to take the Turnpike, and all tolls have been waived due to the bridge closure between Stewart and Port St. Lucie. This report brought to you by Massage Envy. I'm Suits 97.9 WRMF.
Did you miss a segment from the KVJ Show? Find it on kvjshow.com or soundcloud.com/KVJ Show.
At Massage Envy, their commitment to safety has never been greater. Go see the measures they're taking and book your next massage, facial, or stretch at massageenvy.com. Massage Envy. Keep your body moving.
There's always thunder and rain and wind. And now, this storm season, there's something else, a pandemic. And yet at FPL, we are ready. Prepared like never before for a storm season like no other. And you should be too. Now is the time to prepare your home and family as we work to keep all our lights on. Get ready. See how at fpl.com/storm.
Hey, it's Jerry. What are you doing for lunch today or even dinner? Well, Rosalita's Tex-Mex Grill, they are open, ready to serve you. If you like Tex-Mex egg rolls, well, they lead the league in deliciousness. They serve those babies with a nice tangy mustard sauce, Virginia. I know you like some Tex-Mex egg rolls. I know what you like.
I do.
Now, Rosalita's Tex-Mex Grill, they are located at 5949 Congress Avenue. This is award-winning food, y'all. They've been around since the mid-90s. There's a reason why people from all over South Florida go to Rosalita's. That's because they nail it. Brenda and Jay, they are the owners of this delicious establishment. They got a great children's menu, too. But what's not on the children's menu that the kids seem to love is the Mexican pizza. So when you go to Rosalita's, make sure you try one of them. Their sides, Very, very good too. Make sure you try their beans and rice. Oh, I love that so much. And don't forget too, when things get really back to normal, Rosalita's Tex-Mex Grill, they can cater your birthday parties and all your festivities. So go in there today, this week, and ask for Brenda and Jay. And remember, Bigfoot is real.
The Florida Lottery has awarded nearly 900,000 Bright Future scholarships and counting. That means Bright Future scholars are everywhere.
They are doctors,
teachers,
scientists,
even artists.
They are shining in every field imaginable. And every day, more students are preparing for their moment in the spotlight. With Bright Futures and the Florida Lottery.
You're seeing the numbers, just like I'm seeing the numbers. They're going up here in Florida. They're really going up in South Florida. And if coronavirus is on your mind, make sure boosting up your immune system is too. And you can do it at Revive, better than any place in South Florida. Getting Vitamin Boost, making sure your body's immune system is at its maximum capacity. Try out their ozone therapy too. It improves circulation and combats inflammation, boosting up your immune system so you can fight off the coronavirus. You can also get a vitamin B shot to fight off the quarantine pounds as well. And they even do COVID-19 antibody testing. It's a simple blood test, results back in less than 24 hours, only costing you $99. And they got a new and super sanitary location in the Alton Town Center. It's just east of I-95 on Donald Ross Road. Just go to revivepbg.com. That's revivepbg.com.
Hey, West Palm Beach, Dunkin' wants to help you get back in the swing of things with $1 medium hot or iced coffees for DD Perks members. It's the coffee you love now at an even better price. So DD Perks members, come get your $1 medium hot or iced coffee. Not a DD Perks member, but still really want a $1 coffee? Join on the Dunkin' app today for an easy contactless way to order and pay. Pick up in store or at the drive-thru. America runs on Dunkin'. Participation may vary. Limited time offer. Exclusions apply.
Businesses are starting to bounce back. But what if you could do better than that? What if you could adapt, deliver, and succeed in new ways with new customers? At Comcast Business, we're committed to helping you not just bounce back, but bounce forward with one of our best offers ever. Get a powerful and reliable internet and voice solution for only $29.95 a month for 3 months with a 2-year agreement. It'll help you stay ahead with a network you can count on, stay connected with 24/7 support, and thrive with flexible solutions that work wherever you are. Call 1-800-501-6000 or go online today to find out more. Plus, ask about other offers to get a prepaid card worth up to $500. Comcast Business. Offer ends 6/22/2020. Restrictions apply. Limited to new Comcast Business 75 megabits internet and one voice mobility line customers. Early termination fee applies. After 3 months, enrollment in EcoBill and auto pay required. Equipment, installation, taxes, and fees extra. Subject to change.
So, Florida, you may have heard the local legend that if you eat an ear of corn from the farmer outside of town, you'll sprout an extra pinky toe. While we cannot confirm or deny the validity of the +1 pinky toe corn, we can tell you Geico has been saving people money for over 75 years.
I wouldn't want a pinky toe around for over 75 years.
We can agree on that. We can also agree that Geico's longevity is likely due to the fact that they treat people right, like how they're always around when you need them, with 24/7 access to licensed agents.
An extra pinky toe gives you 24/7 access to discomfort.
True words. I imagine Geico will be around for another 75 years if they keep giving people military and federal discounts.
A surplus pinky toe couldn't help you with any of that. It'd be too busy making your shoes fit all weird.
Geico. You could get legendary savings and more at geico.com, over the phone, or at your local office.
At Macy's, we're welcoming our friends and family back with a very special offer just in time for Father's Day. Get an extra 30% off the perfect gift with your coupon or Macy's card, and 15% off men's fragrances and more. Or find great specials like 60% off summer essentials from Alfani, 70% off gold and silver chains, and top kitchen appliances starting at $16.99. And get contact-free curbside pickup at select stores. Find a location near you at macys.com/stores. Exclusions apply.
I love the way they do business at Off Lease Only, totally respecting you as a consumer with upfront pricing, no hidden fees, and they just price their vehicles thousands below retail at Off Lease Only. They have multiple dealerships. They've got Orlando, they've got Palm Beach County, they've got Broward County, and they've got Miami. And what that means for you is just more selection, lower price. They deal in big numbers, so save yourself thousands off your next vehicle when you go to offleaseonly.com. And they're offering free local delivery. That means if you don't want to go in the dealership, you don't have to. Plus, complimentary store-to-store transfers. So even if you live hundreds of miles away from the car that you love, they will bring it to your store for free. Offleaseonly.com.
For responsive legal help, call Anna Jar Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
Broadcasting from the offleaseonly.com studios. Offleaseonly.com. Now offering free local delivery and no payments for 90 days. Save thousands. Offleaseonly.com. This is 97.9 WRMF Palm Beach. Here's what's coming up on the Dirt of the Day. Dirt of the Day.
Well, the early reports from the NTSB are in, showing the initial investigation. It's not the final results, but it's the early results of what exactly happened in Kobe Bryant's helicopter. And I'll share that with you coming up in your Dirt.
Entertainment updates 5 minutes after every hour from the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.
What is the best beach towns to live in? Wallet Hub gave us a list based on different factors like the weather, economy, affordability, safety. Those are some of the factors they used to decide it. I will tell you, according to their list, there are 2 towns in the 97.9 WRMF listening area that made the top 10.
Juno Beach! And that's how you have to say it. That's where you, back in the day, we're going to double roads to Juno Beach!
Okay, that's it, huh?
Party town.
Virginia, you were saying Jupiter?
I love Jupiter.
Yeah.
I think it's got everything.
Yeah, and I think, with us living in South Florida and you're looking at digits, that's what Wallet Hub did, that we're going to have wildly different opinions as to what we think is the best beach town in South Florida in our listening area versus them, because you are both incorrect.
What?
Not in the top 10. I'll let you know that. They put at number 3 for the best beach towns to live in America, Boca Raton.
Get out
at
of
number
here.
3. They ranked 5 for weather, 13 for economy, and 17 for affordability. Boca's affordable.
Affordability.
Isn't it that beach you had to pay $20 to go on to? Remember that? We did
Yeah.
a beach cleanup, and we actually brought more trash than the beach had.
Yeah. I was like, what? And Vero Beach came in at number 10, and the reason why they were so high was they were 19th on the list for safety.
It's beautiful, and it's very peaceful and quiet. I've spent time on the beach in Vero, but it's not as multi-dimensional as Jupiter. I mean, Jupiter's got like the sandbar. Jupiter's got like so many different aspects to the beach.
Juno Beach, double roads, bruh.
I get it. Yeah, I don't necessarily agree with what they chose. They've got Naples overall at number 1 in the country, and they got Sarasota at 6. That's the top 10 Florida.
I feel like Naples is the only part of Florida I've never really explored. Have you been to Naples?
Yes, I have.
What's it like? Is it
Beautiful.
cozy?
It's quaint. Yeah.
It's cozy, a lot of old people.
I do all right in Naples.
Quiet.
Yeah,
I
it's
love
super quiet. It shuts down early, that kind of a thing.
I love the west coast of Florida, but it is radically different from the east coast of Florida. At least the southeast coast of Florida.
A little slow pace over there.
It is. It's just chill. It's like, okay. What do you think about this according to the Wallet Hub list? Virginia, Jupiter versus Jensen Beach. What's higher on the list?
Jensen and Jupiter. I'm always going Jupiter. I think it has more stuff.
Yeah, okay. Jupiter was number 21 on the list. 6th for affordability, 10th for economy, and 21st for weather. But I don't know how you can have Jupiter so radically different than Boca Raton. They're not that far apart.
It sounds like they're rating the whole town. I'm just thinking about the beach area.
I think there's better pizza places in Jupiter compared to Boca.
You do? Okay.
Yeah,
that would
yeah.
be on your, if you were doing this list, you would put pizza places on there?
I would. Although I got to explore more in Boca, but right now Jupiter nudges them out just by a pepperoni.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Yeah, they've got Jensen Beach at number 73 on this list of the best beach towns in America. Jaybird, what do you think? North Palm Beach versus Stewart. What's higher on the list?
What sounds better when I go, North Palm Beach, Stewart Beach? Stewart's better.
Stewart is better. You're right. It worked out for you.
Yeah.
Stewart's 31. North Palm Beach is 43.
Speaking of old people, I used to live in North Palm Beach. It was like they were filming Cocoon Part 3.
Virginia, Delray Beach versus Boynton Beach. What is higher for best beach towns to live in, according to Wallet Hub?
Delray.
Gonna go Delray.
What?
That's where I think they're missing out. They've got Delray at 80 and Boynton Beach at 78.
They need to flip those. They obviously
at least
haven't. They need to put Delray higher because if you're talking about the town, it's way more fun.
And that's where looking at digits is different than living there because Delray was the number one answer we got when people were going, I think it's Delray. I think it's Delray. That's what people were saying. What they thought the best beach town to live in is in South Florida.
But they're voting for the Avenue. They're not voting for the whole. That's what they're getting. That's what they're voting for, really, in my opinion.
You think so?
Yeah.
Just that strip, maybe. What do you think, Jay Bird, between Key West and Miami Beach? Better beach town.
I mean, you've got Sobe.
Yep.
And they've got Key Largo.
No.
Or the Keys.
No.
What did you say? Key West.
Yes.
All right.
Key Largo and Key West.
Do
are
you
not the
ever
same.
listen?
A key, Virginia.
It's actually not.
Tomato.
They're literally hours apart.
Is it a hoagie or
Key
is it,
Largo, Key West, same thing.
is it a hoagie or is it a sub? It's the same thing. I will go with. Let's go. It's too low key down in the Keys. Sobe, Miami Beach.
Miami Beach is the better beach town? Good. Went a long way for that wrong answer.
That's what I do.
I
drag it out.
That was like a wrong pie. There's just a lot of filling. And Miami Beach, they got it 52. Key West is at 36. It's on there. So other ones in the top 100, Key Biscayne, Coral Gables, Hollywood, and Melbourne. So that's according to what they think. But again, I think they are wrong.
It's the KVJ dirt of the day. It's the KVJ dirt of the day. Virginia, take it away, cause you know we need that dirt of the day.
Well, coming up in just a second, I will tell you what the initial NTSB report is saying happened in Kobe Bryant's helicopter. It looks like they have a little bit more information. This is the first time I've heard some of this stuff, so I'll share that with you coming up in just a second. Jay Bird, you know who this guy is, right? Chris D'Elia?
I do. Chris D'Elia.
Oh, Chris D'Elia.
He's a comedian.
Okay, so he's been accused of sexually harassing and grooming underage girls by quite a few people on Twitter. And he came out yesterday and released a statement. And he said, I know I have said and done things that might have offended people during my career, but I have never knowingly pursued any underage women. He talked about how all of his relationships have been legal and consensual. And I guess people on Twitter are saying that is not true. What have you heard?
The thing I saw that there was I think it was either a text message or a Facebook. He was talking with a 17-year-old girl, and he asked how old she was, and she said she was 17, and he kept on hitting on her. And that's the one thing that I saw. Then I saw people on Twitter defending him, saying, well, this happened in Colorado, and 17 is the legal age, so he did nothing illegal, although it is creepy. So I don't know. Twitter had a lot of things to say, Virginia.
As they always do on Twitter. So
yes.
Very fascinating there. This just goes to show you got to be super careful where you give your money. We told you yesterday about so many celebrities were lending their voices to GoFundMe pages and different fundraising platforms. And then some of those fundraising platforms turned out to be fraudulent and tricky. And now comes the story that there are two Black Lives Matter foundations. So there's a Black Lives Matter foundation, and then there's another registered nonprofit that's called Black Lives Matter Global Network. So
wow.
Guess how much money Black Lives Matter Global Network has raised here in the past couple of weeks?
$4 million.
$4 million is correct.
Did you know that or you just guessed it?
I just...
He read the story.
Oh, wow,
Come on, Virginia.
Your psychic abilities.
I'm trying to build up Bird's belief in me.
I was like, I believe. I was just going to believe even more.
Come on.
He's good. He's the Kevin Ralston.
She reads the prep, too. Maybe you should.
No. That's not even an insult because I don't have to care.
Yeah, the California Attorney General's office is now stepping in and shutting down the Black Lives Matter global network because it was $4 million. People are sharing it and saying, oh, give. And tons of people gave with the best of intentions, but we don't know where any of that money and how much of it was spent. And how much of it is going to be returned to people. Just crazy times. Please investigate your charitable giving before you do it. And finally here, the NTSB says that Kobe Bryant's helicopter pilot was most likely severely disoriented in the fog before he slammed into the hillside. What they think happened is that he radioed in to air traffic control and said, hey, fog is a mess. I'm going to climb to 4,000 feet. And then air traffic control watched what he was doing after that point. He thought he was ascending to 4,000 feet, and they say he was actually descending, and he did not intend to rapidly go down. He meant to rapidly go up, but that he was disoriented severely by the fog. So,
yeah,
crazy stuff. He hit that mountain going 185 miles an hour.
I told you when this all happened, that fog that they have in California, we can't relate to it. It is no joke. It is a different animal. And when I saw those photos right away, I'm like, there's no way that fog did not factor into this.
Yeah, it may have been the factor in all of this, according to initial reports. And that's what's going on in your Dirt of the Day.
It's time for viral audio.
So how's your kids? How's your wife? Double rainbow all the way across the sky.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Well, we got a viral clip that was going around on social media yesterday that kind of kicks off our Karen's Gone Wild segment here this week. This woman probably just emotional with a lot of the things that are going on, and she made a video about it. And of course, once you throw it out there, no matter where you are, you don't seem to get a lot of sympathy on social media, Virginia, for some reason. I don't know what it is.
I saw this clip everywhere.
Everywhere. This is the woman that was the officer that was going around to get the Egg McMuffin meal. And she was upset because she feels like she was treated differently and maybe targeted because of her profession.
The girl comes to the window and asks me what my order was. An English muffin with a hash brown and coffee. A girl comes out with my coffee, and that's all she hands me is the coffee. So I told her, I said, don't bother with the food because right now I'm too nervous to take it. It doesn't matter how many hours I've been up. It doesn't matter what I've done for anyone. Right now, I'm too nervous to take a meal from McDonald's because I can't see it being made. I don't know what's going on with people nowadays, but please, just give us a break. I don't know how much more I can take. I've been in this for 15 years, and I've never, ever had such anxiety about waiting for McDonald's drive-thru food. So just have a heart, and if you see an officer, just tell them thank you. Because I don't hear thank you enough anymore.
That girl needs a hug.
Only thing I would say is I can't tell you how many times I've had to pull aside at McDonald's to wait for my food.
Well,
yeah,
they
so
always give
many
you
times.
your drink first and the food second because it takes longer to make.
There was one time I waited 20 minutes for I waited a while. It does happen.
Yeah.
It happens a lot. Drink first, food second.
I think you got somebody just rattled.
She is.
She's
in it.
Yeah, she is in it. But that is one of the viral clips. It was all over the place. A lot of other clips that I've seen here in the last week. I don't know if you saw this. Karen freaking out on this Asian guy for parking near her.
Did you just make a racist comment?
You know what? I am not a racist person.
You just made a
But you know
racist
what?
comment.
You need to go home.
I am from here.
Look it. Go home.
I am here from here.
Go home. I don't care about your Facebook or your video.
Oh, okay. You're
Do you
making
know
a
how
racist
many
comment
people
right
can't
now?
stand you being
Oh,
here?
great.
You play games. We don't play games.
Oh, what kind of game are you playing?
I play games where you get death.
Oh, okay. Well, great. Let me take your card. Then you put your number plate too.
You get away
Great.
from me.
So this lady
I'm calling the
just
police on
made
you.
a racist comment. I can't believe this.
You are going to go to real jail now.
Real jail.
Look, great, you are.
Kind of man.
I think you're going.
Kind of man.
Respect. Respect people.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Well, it's just kind of a lesson to anybody out there that you can't say that I'm not racist and then proceed to say racist things and feel like that is a covering.
I'm not racist. You need to go back to your country. He's like, I'm from here.
So it's not a covering, just to let people know, because obviously it's clear that some people don't fully get that point of it. And here is somebody that this woman has completely lost her mind. She was blocking traffic in Hawaii, and the officer that was standing next to her is like, hey, can you just keep it moving, keep the car going? And I don't know what is going on with this woman, but she has just lost her marbles.
Oh,
What?
No,
it's not enough!
Park your car.
No!
Like, what the hell?
You better get the away from me. You!
We have a car. This is a roadway over here, man. Can you please use
Everyone better stop yelling at me right now as I'm not moving.
Can you please move your car, please?
Listen, you short piece of shit. Okay?
Whoa.
Grow
How's
some
that? She called me one short piece of shit. Get the fuck out
balls,
of here.
baby. Grow some balls.
Shut the up indeed. We're
No,
blocking traffic
I'm
over
not
here.
moving. You can talk all the all you lions. The white lady's crazy.
Wow. Okay. Why would anybody say the white lady's crazy?
White ladies are losing it, Kevin.
Oh, my goodness. It's unreal. Is it escalated or are there just more cameras out there? What is going on? Like, I can't go anywhere.
It has escalated, and there are more cameras, so that's why you're getting inundated.
So I've been watching these public freakouts for a long time, so this isn't a surprise to me. Me and Denny's been watching Karen videos and meltdowns for a good 4 or 5 years.
Okay.
It's been out there.
Okay.
It's been out there for a long time.
Just getting a spotlight now.
Right now, the term Karen is becoming very, very mainstream.
Yes, it is. It has gone to
but
a
it's
whole
been
new
around
level.
for a minute.
It has.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, it's relatively new for me and probably for a lot of people. So yeah, I'm just like, whoa. Yeah, I think everybody, we just need to like take a deep breath. I know there's a lot of things that people are getting very emotional about.
Well, we're all stressed.
Yes.
Because we're all in this thing called crazy life right now.
Yeah, I know.
And some of us are handling it better than others.
Mm-hmm.
And it appears that some of these women are taking it really hard.
And in defense, we're only playing women melting down. There's plenty of clips of dudes doing the same exact thing.
Got one of those coming up in the Whacked Out News. Guy from Wellington. Yeah. People are wondering where that story's been. That will be popping up in your Whacked Out News. So, yes, we do have a clip of a guy having a meltdown today right here in South Florida. So, yeah, we do need to just kind of like take a deep breath and have these discussions and listen. And it seems like we want to react first and listen second and maybe not listen at all. So
we're very emotional creatures.
Very emotional creatures. And I know there are a lot of stories out every single day, but today is none different. There have been some big name brands that you possibly have grown up with since a child that apparently are going to be doing a facelift for their racial insensitivity. And I even saw today that the discussion has happened that should we possibly rename a South Florida town because it is racially insensitive? I'll let you know which one. We'll discuss calmly, I hope, coming up next.
If you don't wanna see me, did a full 180, crazy, thinking about the way I was. Did the heartbreak change me? Maybe, but look at where I ended up. I'm all good already, so moved on. It's scary. I'm not where you left me at all. So if you don't wanna see me dancing with somebody, if you wanna believe that anything could stop me, don't show up, don't come out, don't start caring about me now. Walk away, you know how. Don't start caring about me now. Aren't you the guy who tried to hurt me with the word goodbye? Though it took some time. with somebody. If you wanna believe that anything could stop me, don't show up, don't come out, don't start caring about me now. Walk away, you know how. Don't start caring about me now. Don't stop now. I'm not where you left me at all. So if you don't wanna see me dancing with somebody, if you wanna believe that anything could stop me, don't show up, don't show up, don't come out, don't come out, don't stop caring about me now, walk away, you know how, don't stop caring about me now.
It really is an amazing time to be alive, to see what has transpired over the last couple of weeks. All pandemic aside, just what has happened with the protests and some of the changes and the discussions that have happened every single day. And it seems like there are some actual things that are going on as the president is signing things and at least people are talking and real movement is going on. And it seems like anything that still might exist in our society that would be deemed to be racially insensitive is something that people are talking about and saying, yeah, it might be time to retire some of these things. If we want true equality, there might be some things that still make people uncomfortable that we just have never addressed and never thought about that maybe we should. Lady Antebellum, they decided to abbreviate their name to Lady A. That got a lot of discussion.
Especially from the chick who's actually been performing as Lady A for years.
It got a lot of discussion. It also got them sued.
Yes.
They had to do a quick little payout.
I'm sure that Lady A loved it.
Oh, she's like, this is awesome.
I'm sure she made more money from that than she is probably all of her gigs forever combined.
Amen.
So, you know, there's some good, there's some bad. There's a lot of interesting stuff that has happened over the last 24 hours as far as some brands that have been around forever that maybe you just, you know, turned a blind eye to or didn't think much about. A name like Aunt Jemima that has been around for 130 years, they say is going to be gone by the end of the year. They're going to be removing that. Now, I don't know exactly what they're going to be doing with some of these products. In the last 24 hours, you've heard about Aunt Jemima, Mrs. Butterworth, Uncle Ben's. They're looking for new branding. How radically they're going to shift them, I don't know. What would be the move that they would make?
Butterworth is gone?
They're talking about making changes.
Why? So
Aunt Jemima is going to be gone.
Why is Miss Butterworth considered bad?
I think all three of these started on some images that they believe were stereotypical. And so they're trying to be sensitive to stereotypical images that happened in these three characters. And, you know, I know that Aunt Jemima has had a facelift over the years from where Aunt Jemima started out 130 years ago. Kind of a minstrel character to, you know, they had a modernization of Aunt Jemima some years ago, I remember. And now I don't know if they're going to, it says going to be gone by the end of the year.
I didn't even know Mrs. Butterworth was a person. I thought she just, I'm looking at her.
Mm-hmm. Some of them might be. In fact, you know, I didn't even realize that Aunt Jemima was based on an actual woman named Nancy Green. That is the inspiration of Aunt Jemima. I don't know where we went from Nancy Green to Aunt Jemima, how we got that name, and that might be the thing to look at. But as far as saying that Aunt Jemima is going to be gone by the end of the year, to me, I would look at the person that this is based on, Nancy Green, and say, I would like to see if we could spin this into some kind of tribute. This is a woman who was born into slavery and was known for being a magnificent cook. And then when she was freed, she rolled her talent into a cooking brand that was bought by General Mills, and they used her likeness. She died in 1923, they say, as one of America's first black millionaires.
Okay, so yeah, let's make it a tribute to her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I don't know about the name, and that might be what they say, hey, we need to change up the name because maybe that is deemed to be insensitive. But Nancy Green, let's turn this product into a tribute. Let's know more about that. Why is it 130 years? And I'm hearing the story of Nancy Green behind Aunt Jemima. I'd like to know. So just to kind of get a little bit of, a sense of it. Some people have commented on the Aunt Jemima story that broke yesterday. Have you guys ever seen that Neil deGrasse Tyson? He's that scientist that's on all the shows that they have on Discovery and things like that. He said it's not that Aunt Jemima was a symbol of a racial past. She was the very embodiment of a racist past. She will not be missed by anyone who knew that. So that is his take on it, his feeling on that. So it'll be interesting to see what they do with that, how they'll make the switches on some of these products. So I think the discussion is underway, and they're probably, hopefully at least, they're asking the questions and they're getting feedback on it to say, okay, how does this strike a chord with you, and what is something that we could do with this product? Does it mean just completely wiping it off the board, or does it mean, a change? To me, Aunt Jemima would be great as a tribute somehow.
Yeah, the real story is awesome.
Mm-hmm. And there's even discussions, I know, here in South Florida. We have talked about our own streets getting a change, and now there's even a town that they're looking at saying, okay, should we look into this? Plantation. I saw today that there is some talk about maybe that is a town that we should look at renaming. Plantation was created in 1953, and it was promoted as a refuge for Miami and Fort Lauderdale. So the name Plantation was chosen to show serenity, kind of like an old Southern plantation. It would just be zippity-doo-dah, and we're going to love it here in Plantation. And that's how they marketed it. And now some people are saying, yes, but the plantation era of the antebellum South conjures up the image of American slavery. So maybe that is something that we should have a discussion, that there should be an adjustment to the name of Plantation. So somebody else also texted in and said, don't forget about White City. It's now in Fort Pierce, but it used to be the white part of town, so that's how it got its name.
Yeah, that one's kind of obvious.
It wasn't.
That one jumps out.
It wasn't named after a guy named Ron White.
No, it was not Ron White's place. Yeah. So those are some of the discussions that are going on. What exactly is going to be up for discussion? What will go away? What will get adjustments?
I'm not at all trying to be argumentative. I'm just confused. So the Aunt Jemima, I understand when you explain that to me. It's the Mrs. Butterworth I'm having a tough time understanding why that has to go away. And I'm not mad about it. I'm not trying to argue about it. I'm just confused about it because I'm looking at the bottle and I'm not sure why it's bad.
Okay.
And maybe someone can explain it to me. I'm talking about the Mrs. Butterworth bottle.
If it's the depiction of just the woman at the time,
it's just because there's no picture. It's just the bottle. There's no. See, Aunt Jemima has a picture of a woman on it. Mrs. Butterworth is just a bottle of a woman with syrup. So I guess I'm just trying to understand why they're trying to change that name for.
Yeah,
and I'm sure there's a reason.
Yeah, that
because look at it. I'm looking at the picture.
I think the bottle is her likeness, and it's the likeness that they have the problem with.
Okay, it's just a woman in a dress, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I think it's the depiction of the woman. It's not. It's not a current modern.
Well, I know the people that Pinnacle Foods is the company that has Mrs. Butterworth, and they had defended it before, saying that, the syrup bottle is in the shape of a motherly friend here to warm your heart with hot maple syrup.
Because that's when I look at it, it just reminds me of a motherly woman that loves syrup and that makes delicious pancakes.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I'm confused on it.
Well, I think that, everybody should have a reasonable explanation and, and in a discussion. Hopefully people can sit down and say, okay, so tell me. I'm not here to scream at anybody or yell at anybody. I would just like to hear what's going on with this.
Yeah.
I think it's the racial caricature of the woman, and that's what the problem is.
It's weird for me because I look at that and all I see is a motherly figure with syrup in her.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm asking.
Yeah. And hopefully they look at each one of these, because these are 3 separate products: Aunt Jemima, Uncle Ben's, and Mrs. Butterworth's. And it's not something where we're just going to, quickly try to shuffle everything away. Let's look at everything individually and let's have a discussion
and talk about it.
Yeah, and talk about it and let's not yell at people because, maybe we can learn something and understand something instead of just saying, okay, let's cancel. And, let shame run wild and we're going to go crazy about things. Let's sit down and actually discuss this because, in the discussion, you might actually learn something about it.
And again, I'm talking about Mrs. Butterworth. That's who I'm talking about.
That's your specific one.
And I think what it is it's a racial caricature of a stereotype for black women back in the day. And that's the problem, the caricature of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I know when this happens, you got to say, okay, which are the ones that, definitely need to be changed? Let's get people's thoughts on it. And which are the ones we're like, okay, are we going too far and becoming a little bit too extreme? That's part of the discussion that needs to happen. It would be nice if it would happen calmly in America. I'm just not confident it will.
I didn't even know Mrs. Butterworth had a color. I thought she was syrup color, honestly.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, that's one of the ones that's been targeted. Anything you'd like to say in the feedback here, you can get through to us, 877-979-WRMF, 877-979-9763. I see we got You Can't Make a Face coming up. I'm hoping that our shot today is Mrs. Butterworth. Is there any chance of that, Virginia?
It's not.
Okay.
Oh, man, that would be...
When you taste this, you're going to wish it was Mrs. Butterworth.
It'd be a nice change from where we've been going with this game.
Oh, man.
This one, actually, I sampled it. It's awful.
Okay. All right, well, we'll try to mentally prepare for that. It's going to be coming up. You can watch it on YouTube. Go to YouTube, look for the KVJ Show, and we're right there on Kvj TV coming up.
From the WRMF Freeman Injury Law Traffic Center.
Car accident? Before you call the insurance company, know your legal rights. Call Freeman Injury Law. 800-561-7777.
800-561-7777. This report brought to you by offleaseonly.com. Now offering free local delivery and no payments for 90 days. Call 561-222-CARS. Save thousands at offleaseonly.com. We still have major delays this morning on 95 northbound following this earlier accident just after Yamato Road. Look for 4 lanes blocked in the area. And now we have a new crash on the Turnpike northbound. That one at the Sawgrass Expressway. And you're seeing delays about 20 minutes through there. Plus, the Roosevelt Bridge up in Stewart is still shut down this morning for emergency road construction, as well as Dixie Highway running beneath the bridge. Your best bet right now is to take the Turnpike, and all tolls have been waived due to the bridge closure between Stewart and Port St. Lucie. This report brought to you by Massage Envy. I'm Suits 979 WRMF.
At Massage Envy, their commitment to safety has never been greater. Go see the measures they're taking and book your next massage, facial, or stretch at MassageEnvy.com. Massage Envy. Keep your body moving.
Well, for me, I am a big binge watcher. If you love your Netflix, but you find yourself watching something other than just Netflix, maybe you need to check out Xfinity. They have got this really cool package that they have that makes it so easy for you to watch your favorite shows. It is the Flex package. It is a personalized dashboard so you can zip around all of your favorites. Whether you want to go to Amazon, Netflix, if you want to go check out the Peacock Network, they got them all there, plus your regular cable, and you can use the voice-controlled remote to dial into it. It's really cool. In fact, I could be watching something on regular cable, and I could just say, hey, why don't you play Outer Banks on Netflix, one of my favorites, and it would go right to the show, just that easily. So if you're frustrated, got too many remote controls, and you just don't get the system that is Xfinity. Easy to do. Go online to Xfinity.com. You can call 1-800-XFINITY or just drop into an Xfinity store today for more details.
Hello, I'm attorney Robert Rubenstein, and this is Rubenstein's Rules for Personal Injury. Rule number 7, understand attorney's fees. You've probably heard no fee guarantee, or you only pay if you win. This isn't some kind of special offer. Most injury attorneys are paid this way. We get paid this way. There are limits on what percentage attorneys can charge. Our firm charges you nothing, not even costs, unless you get money. Call Rubenstein Law at 1-800-FL-LEGAL. Offices in Palm Beach and throughout Florida.
Sometimes the urgency of a better future compels you to act, We are in such a moment as a global pandemic and a cry for racial justice challenges communities.
I'm Doug Sherman, Treasure Coast Market President for Bank of America. Our company just committed $1 billion over 4 years to help communities address growing economic and social inequality. This means providing help where it is needed most: healthcare, housing, jobs, and supporting small businesses. Along with my teammates here in the Treasure Coast, we commit to the important work that lies before us.
Bank of America N.A., member FDIC, equal credit opportunity lender.
At BMW, we know leaving the road wasn't easy. But anticipating our return has taught us to appreciate every drive. And after all this time, even the small things become cause for celebration. The soothing hum of an engine, a warm breeze singing through an open window. Moments spent with your favorite co-pilots. And the freedom to explore just because. The time to rejoin the road is finally here. Let's make our return an unforgettable one. BMW, the ultimate driving machine.
Take advantage of financing as low as 0.9% on select models and no payments for 90 days to make your every drive unforgettable. Visit BMWSFL.com for details.
For the ones we trust to always be there. For the ones caring for others. For the ones who keep things going, no matter where they are. In extraordinary times, extraordinary people step up. Like the ones standing guard and standing on the front lines. And the ones who are staying apart while still working together. With your efforts, we will get through this. We're grateful for all you do. Visit Grainger.com for resources that can help as you create your recovery plan. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
I love sending people to the Aquaplastic Surgery Center because I know they are in the most amazing hands. Dr. Rankin and Dr. Dev are just truly incredible, and don't take my word for it. Go online, go on their Instagram, go see the testimonials and read the beautiful things that actual patients have written about their surgical experience at the Aquaplastic Surgery Center. The most beautiful things ever written I'm reading about Dr. Rankin and Dr. Dev, because these two surgeons really do care about you, mind, body, spirit. As soon as you meet them, you're like, okay, I know I'm in the right place, and I know that they truly care about me. If there's anything physically that's holding you back from being your best self, and you want to put things back where they used to be, maybe you had kids and you just can't stand the way the kids wrecked your body, go see them and talk about it. They listen and they care, and they're double board certified, and they've got offices in Jupiter, Fort Lauderdale, and Miami. Connect at aquaplasticsurgery.com.
If you don't know PPC, if you don't know SEO, if you don't know OTT, if you don't know targeted display, social media management, website development, email marketing, you don't have to. All you need to know is 2060 Digital, South Florida.
We can help you with the digital marketing your business needs, but maybe doesn't understand or have the time to execute. 2060 Digital is a Google Premier Partner. That may not mean a lot to you, but when you consider that only 3% of digital advertising agencies carry that designation, it should. If you're in charge of marketing for business, you'll likely have digital marketing questions. At 2060 Digital, we have the answers. So learn more about us and how we could potentially help your business. Visit our website, 2060digitalsouthflorida.com, and ask for a free digital audit. Log on, 2060digitalsouthflorida.com. 2060 Digital, a division of Hubbard Radio West Palm Beach.
Call your legal team at Anajar & Levine at 1-800-747-FREE for a consultation.
South Florida weather is 15 seconds away from the H. Gregg West Palm Beach Weather Center.
At hgregg.com, your time and safety is their priority. That's why they're introducing H. Gregg Direct, the safest way to purchase your next vehicle. Shop their virtual showroom, choose your financing, and order a contact-free delivery to your home. Visit hgregg.com now. Save more, drive happy.
This morning in South Florida, temperatures starting off in the mid-70s under partly cloudy skies. Showers beginning to pop up late morning, moving south to north. This afternoon, highs in the mid-80s. Showers and storms on the increase, especially after 3 p.m. I'm WPTV First Alert meteorologist Katya Hall for 97.9 WRMF.
Quick Hit Weather is brought to you by Macy's.
Macy's has taken extra precautions to keep you safe and added contact-free curbside pickup at select locations so you can get your purchase quickly and securely. Find a participating location near you at Macys.com/stores. Most in-stock items at select stores only. Exclusions apply.
KVJ in the morning on 97.9 WRMF. Kevin.
Oh, Bird, there is no doubt you got some skin hunger going on, my man.
Virginia.
I totally pick my nose in the car.
Jason.
Bigfoot is real.
Listen to the KVJ Show anytime you want on your home speaker. Just use the voice command, play the KVJ Show podcast. 97.9 WRMF.
I'm sure a lot of you are seeing in the news today that Aunt Jemima, Mrs. Butterworth, Uncle Ben, some of the products that you've seen on shelves your entire life are now being rethought as we are looking at the racism as it might still exist in America, and maybe some of these things that have been around, saying, hey, it's about time that we did a change here. And it's nice to probably go through and have a discussion and say, okay, is that something that we really need to change or not? And let me hear exactly what the issue is. And Jaybird came in here with some questions, and we want to be that safe haven where you can actually ask questions. You know, because I said it's just social media has made a place that is so toxic that if you really want to get information, you want to discuss, people want to make you feel like a terrible person. And you're just like, okay, I'm trying to understand this. I want to get this. And you're asking questions about, okay, I gave you a little bit of the history of Aunt Jemima a minute ago and talked a little bit about Uncle Ben's. I know Cream of Wheat is a part of this as well. And you were just asking, okay, what is it with Mrs. Butterworth?
Because when I look at Mrs. Butterworth, I just see a motherly figure filled up with syrup. I didn't even know there was a race attached to Mrs. Butterworth.
Yeah, and I think the Pinnacle Foods that has that tried to really kind of put that spin on it. So they didn't necessarily need to make changes. And now with all this, I think they're rethinking it. Now, the critics have long associated the shape of Mrs. Butterworth's bottle with the Mammy, a caricature of a black woman that's subservient to white people. And some of the text that we got to fill in the information on that, somebody texted in and said the syrup is brown, which makes it look as if it's a black woman like a servant. And somebody else texted in and said that anything that remotely resembles a Mammy figure is considered to be insensitive. And somebody sent us an email with a really cool link that I'll try to put up, that Ferris State Online has a Jim Crow museum that explains the various caricatures that are anti-black and have been used to damage black communities. And the Mammy caricature is just one of the ones that they had. In Cream of Wheat, they had one. Their character was called Rastus. And so that was one where they redid their packaging to get away from those stereotypes that have been around with it. And with Uncle Ben, kind of with him wearing the bow tie, it represents servantism. And so there's, you know, messages behind the images that you're seeing that maybe the products themselves don't go away, but they just reinvent how they look so that you get rid of anything that might come close to any of those.
How many people are yelling at me via text that I asked a question?
I'm not seeing that at all. In fact, people are, because look, to me, this is just it. You got to be able to have discussions with this. And if you come into this and you try to listen and have a discussion and you don't want to just start yelling at people, and I think a lot of people are not listening to the conversations because they're afraid to. They're like, I'm just going to build up a wall to this because I don't want to step into something. Next thing I know, somebody's going to blast me online. I'm going to lose my job. So you should be able to ask these questions. Be like, help me understand. I come from a place where I just did not. Miguel has got something to say here. 877-979-WRMF. What did you want to say here, Miguel?
You guys don't have the guts to say that you're against it. Simple as that. There's nothing wrong with that. You guys don't have the guts to say that you're against it.
Against what? Tell me what is it?
Yesterday for the captain.
Well, hold on. Hold on. What are you saying that we don't have the guts to say we're against what?
Yeah, you're not confused.
No, that's not an answer. That's
You're too mad. What do we not have the guts to say?
Because there's nothing wrong with that.
With what? What are you saying?
Nobody's discriminating her.
Okay, I can't, Miguel, this is exactly what I'm talking about. We can't have any kind of, I'm going to put you on hold because
Miguel,
that's going nowhere.
Listen,
I can't even have a conversation with you.
We're saying it's a caricature of a Mammy and that's maybe not where we want to go moving forward.
But hold on, first of all, I'm just now finding out about Mrs. Butterworth. I look at Mrs. Butterworth. Now, you explained to me about Aunt Jemima. I understand that. Mrs. Butterworth, I'm still looking at that. I've heard what you said. I still think it's just a bottle of syrup.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion.
And the only thing that I would say is that if for your life you have seen Jim Crow characters and all these kind of things that you knew were there to intimidate you and kind of keep you into your place, that you might, as your life goes on, you might see it differently. And that's just it. And that's the tough thing that I think a lot of people are having to be like, I don't get that. I don't understand that. That doesn't seem right to me.
If Miguel's going to call us out, give us the example of what we are not saying and explain it.
Yeah, I don't think, unfortunately, it's going to be a civil discourse with Miguel. Joe is on here from West Palm. What'd you want to say, Joe?
How you guys doing?
Good.
Good, Joe.
Actually, I've been better.
What'd you want to say, Joe?
Oh, my God. Well, I'm not Miguel, that's for sure.
Good.
But, I have a question. Has anybody actually thought maybe that these pictures are of an actual person that contributed to the making of the product and they should be celebrated instead of looking at it as a race issue?
Yeah, I don't know if you'd heard my conversation earlier, Joe, but I was talking about that with Aunt Jemima, and there is a real person that came from that. The first black millionaire. She made a ton of money off of the products when she sold out to General Mills, and I did not know that until this morning, something that I learned. And so to me, if I'm sitting around the boardroom and we're having a discussion, be like, okay, well, how can we make this a tribute?
What was her name? Nancy?
Yes.
Let's celebrate Nancy, and let's put Nancy's name on it. Keep her picture and everything. Like, it's about Nancy.
Yeah. Yeah, that seems
Can I say something else?
Yeah.
Another thing is that, I'm 56 years old, and never once, I've had best friends that are so black, it's black. And they, not in a million years, even them or me or growing up or anything like that has, brought up a discussion because of a stupid, Aunt Jemima or Uncle Ben or, they're Elmer Fudd now, and all of a sudden they're racist. I mean, come on, really?
Well, I think his was different. His was about a gun and violence, yeah.
These millennials need to get a slap in the face is what it is. Oh, my God. It's so ridiculous.
Yeah.
We're actually sitting here on a radio or any platform for that matter, having a discussion or changing names of, knocking down statues that are our history. There's yes, conversation. Absolutely, Kevin. Conversation about stuff. But let's not let that conversation get out of hand and bow down to these millennials that get offended if you fucking fart. And
boy.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, okay. Your passion got the best of you, Joe.
It happens.
I get it.
I think we've all sworn the air but Kevin.
Well, I think, to what Joe is saying, that this is not just necessarily an age group thing. And I think the thing that is tough in what I have learned, and tomorrow is a day that probably a lot of people are like, Juneteenth, this is kind of new. That's new to me, and I've been kind of looking into this stuff for a little while. It's a lot to unpack. And if you're like me, in fact, I was talking to my mom this week, and somebody in the community brought up that Amazon has a list on areas that are diverse. Where I grew up is the second least diverse part in all of America, next to Brownsville, Texas.
Wow.
And so I did not grow up with diversity. And so for me, it's a lot to unpack to try to understand all this. And I think as these things are getting thrown at you, if you've never heard any of this, the fact that you're so overwhelmed, you're like, I can't even process it. And then I think that's why you get the pushback that you get. Because you're just like, wait, Aunt Jemima, Uncle Ben's, wait, everything else?
Mrs. Butterworth?
Mrs. Butterworth.
Butterworth?
And it's overwhelming for you. And so that's the toughest thing about it. All this stuff that should have been unpacked over the last 100 years is really getting unpacked in one day. and a couple of weeks, and it's overwhelming for a lot of people. We just need to slow down, put a little pacing on the discussion, and come into this and be like going, okay, there's a lot to absorb.
And
Is it?
listen, just listen. Instead of wanting to argue and be mad, maybe just listen to where somebody else is coming from and say, okay, I never thought about it like that.
Yeah.
What if you listen to somebody and you show respect and you do listen,
That's it.
And then you don't agree?
This is the conversations that I've had on, my little South Florida United show that I've done on Facebook twice. It has been a discussion that I have continued off of that show, where I have given them, say, hey, look, I talk to a lot of white people or Hispanics, whatever, and this is from the other side. These are the things that I hear, and this is both of it. Both sides of this. And so let's walk everybody together, because I think everybody needs to be a part of this, but there are things that everybody needs to understand, and we do need to have civil discourse.
The one thing I will say, and it's going to sound weird because I'm into the media, but the media is really not helping a lot. The media does a lot of dividing. There's stuff you need to report on. There's stuff that needs to be talked about, but then there's also stuff that instigates stuff, and that's not helping. That's hurting.
They do it because it gets them ratings, and that's what they want. And you're right, it's not.
There's a lot of noise out there.
Mm-hmm. And it's not helping society. Mike is on here from Lake Clark Shores. What do you want to say, Mike?
Well, you kind of just touched on it a little bit, Kevin, but I think that the problem is when all these things come in with like a fail swoop or, it's like a big cleaver, it's just we decided today there's not going to be any more anything with anyone's face that's black or anything like that, where for the people who have no clue, like myself included, I have a 20-pound bag of Uncle Ben's I bought at the start of the coronavirus in case we ran out of food. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, but you have to be able to talk about this stuff, both sides of this thing, man, with any of these. Like, you have people on one side that are just coming in saying, oh, you're racist because you get, you know what I mean? Like, you don't have any, who knows what, if you don't vote for somebody, you're racist. It's like, whoa, man.
Yeah.
Whoa. It's the same thing. It's like, oh, you think automatically this.
And Mike, what you're saying there with that, just throwing out that word racist, it's so damaging to this cause because it shuts people down and it shuts them up. And I think people know that. But then the conversation, the discussion, it stops. And I think the media makes it like, okay, as of today, Uncle Ben ceases to exist. Well, that's not it. They're just having discussions, recognizing and saying, hey, there might be some racial stereotypes that we need to look at and maybe rethink how we frame this thing so that we are not part of the problem. And I think that's what some brands are doing, saying we don't want to be part of the problem.
Jason said, hey, the media doesn't help us, and they don't. It shouldn't even be, it should really be a peaceful thing. It's like we should discuss these things, no problem, but like to just automatically assume things, like the word ignorant it sounds offensive, but it's true. Like, you as an Anglo-American, if we're going to go that way now, you don't,
you just say white people, we're all good, we get it.
Right, okay, well, good. So if you're a white guy, you are ignorant, not in a negative way, but to the fact that maybe Uncle Ben offends, black people because that guy's on there, and to them, they look at it like, man, this guy's a butler, and these people are playing him out like he's back in the, Gone with the Wind, being the houseboy.
Yeah, that's where the term antebellum came in, that was with the band Lady Antebellum. Yeah, no, you're right, and that's a really good point, too, about ignorance. Ignorance doesn't mean that somebody is dumb. It just means that they don't
know.
You don't know, and you can't know what you can't know.
You can't know what you haven't been exposed to, and taking the time to listen to what somebody is saying about their experience and their feelings on something. That's the only way you're going to learn.
That's why we need to calm down, pump the brakes.
Stop yelling.
Listen a little bit and realize that things are happening. I think people are overwhelmed by watching the news and seeing what's going on.
Well, media/social media, I should say.
Yeah.
I know I always rip on social media, but there's a lot of false negative stuff being spread, and that doesn't help.
Yeah,
it really doesn't help.
Yeah, so I think everybody can do good just by relaxing, taking a deep breath, walking into this, trying to learn from both sides and saying, okay, what do we really need to change? What is truly part of the problem and keeping us from getting this society where we want to get this society? But yeah, everywhere you turn, yesterday there was another local story and a video that was making some news in Wellington. If you saw that viral video, I got the story on that. Whacked Out News is going to be covering it. If you didn't, it's coming up next.
Show me how to love. Maybe I'm going through a drought. You don't even have to do too much. You can turn me on with just a touch, baby. I look around since city's cold and empty. No one's around to judge me. I can see clearly when you're gone. I can see the sun light up the sky, so I hit the road in overdrive, baby. Oh, the city's cold and empty. No one's around to judge me. I can see clearly when you're gone. And I said, ooh, I'm blinded by the lights. No, I can't sleep until I feel your touch. I said, ooh, I'm drowning in the night. Oh, but I'm like this, you're the one I trust. I'm just coming back to let you know I can never say it on the phone. They'll never let you go this time. I said, ooh, I'm blinded by the lights. No, I can't sleep until I feel your touch. Hey, hey, I said, ooh, I'm blinded by the lights. No, I can't sleep until I feel your touch.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
Well, Florida's had this going on for a while. You just got a bunch of nosy old people that just love nothing more than yelling at kids. And this stuff's been happening on my block for 20 years. Well, there's a story that has now gone viral. I don't know if you guys saw the video that happened in Wellington over the weekend. 5 teens were riding in a golf cart on Sunday in a Wellington neighborhood when this unidentified guy starts following them closely in his car. The teens had crossed over Lake Worth Road from one development, the Isle, to Grand Isle, and when the guy didn't go around them, the boys who were in the golf cart, they bail and leave the 3 girls behind.
Oh, no. What kind of men are we raising?
See you, ladies.
Peace. You girls are on your own.
That's when the guy who's driving the car, he gets out, he starts berating the girls, telling one who is black that you don't deserve to be in here. So here's a little bit of the exchange that happened with the grumpy old man and these 3 teenage girls.
In my picture, I really don't care.
Okay.
Because you don't belong in this development.
Yeah. Okay.
What's your name?
I'm not telling you. We live here. I live here.
I have to wait for that 5 minutes
No.
We were backing up for you.
Moving for you. And you say you're gonna hit a 14-year-old? Do you have a problem? Because I can get my grandfather. You're gonna hit us with a car?
Bring him out right now.
Okay, but you're coming at 15-year-olds.
Saying you're gonna hit us with the car.
Because you're 15 years old, you could marry in Mississippi or Alabama.
This is not Mississippi or Alabama. This is
What?
Florida.
It's Florida.
So you're gonna hit us with the car?
Don't stick your hand out. Did you threaten a child?
I did not threaten a child.
I have it on video.
You just said you're gonna hit us
I
with
have
the
it on
car.
video.
Someone with your car?
No, I did not.
Yes, you did. We have it on. Okay.
Go inside. Let me see the
Oh, that was Grandpa that came out.
Oh, he came out and he is not playing.
Yeah, that was Tony Nelson who came out, the grandfather.
Did they identify the angry guy that was going to hit the girls on a golf cart?
I think so. I saw some tweets today. Of course, people were trying to dox this old dude.
Well, if anybody deserves it.
There was a nonviolent exchange that continued off camera. 911 was called, and after interviewing both sides, PBSO said that no crime was committed. But, you know, that's just some more of the same old, same old. There's just cameras now to get it, too. But, yeah, I know I've had crazy people in my neighborhood yelling at us.
You can't threaten to hit kids
No,
on a
you
golf
can't.
cart with your car just because you don't like the way they're operating the golf cart. What do you care?
Yeah.
Go back in your house and shut the hell up.
Yeah, and the comments are not coming off well with the you don't belong here thing. So.
That's horrible.
Yeah, so there you go. So that's another interesting video is out. This also is a problem that hopefully they will rectify. Latasha Clemens, she was the first black woman to be the deputy chief in Boynton Beach. She was told she was going to be included on a mural for the department's new fire building at the city center this year. When the mural was unveiled at the fire station south of Gateway Boulevard and west of I-95, their faces had been replaced with white faces. It was going to be her and her former chief, Glenn Joseph, who was the first black firefighter in Boca Raton before joining with Boynton Beach. They took the mural down, though, the following day, and they are going to reinstall the original mural that had been approved in November. They're just trying to figure out exactly why it changed.
Yeah,
And so
that's
everybody's-
shady.
Yeah, everybody's pointing fingers saying, yeah, who decided to make that switch? Why do we do that? So we'll wait to hear on that answer. The mask thing is also causing a lot of drama. And just to let you know, there are going to be some places that are going to require it. And if you don't like it, then you're not going to get to use those services. One guy found this out when he tried to get on an American Airlines flight yesterday. They said, dude, you got to have a mask on if you're going to ride. And he said, not going to do it. So they booted him right off the plane from New York to Dallas. So Brandon Straka is his name.
You can rent a car. It's going to be a nice quick drive.
Right. Enjoy Greyhound. They don't require masks. There was a naked guy in Oregon who robbed somebody in a 7-Eleven parking lot on Monday who tried to get away by climbing on top of a railroad crossing sign and stayed there for 12 hours.
Was he wearing a mask?
Did not have a mask on either. That's problematic when you're sitting on top of a railroad sign naked. Eventually, he did get down and then tried to run for it, but he realized that the police dog was a lot faster than he was.
They usually are. I've been attacked
Oh my gosh.
by a police dog, and they're no joke.
You better be careful if you're running naked from the police dog and he doesn't think that thing's a sausage.
Well, at some point, he said to himself, I think I got this.
He's got to be on drugs. There's got to be drugs, right?
But after 12 hours, don't they wear off?
I don't know. With the drugs these days, Virginia.
I don't know. He just may be insane.
Mm-hmm. There's a burglar that broke his leg after breaking into a home through a second-story window in Oklahoma. He fell 20 feet to the ground below. The homeowners heard the ruckus and the guy falling, and then I'm sure whimpering after he broke his leg. Police found the 35-year-old man sitting in a chair in the living room, screaming that his leg was broken when they showed up. He was taken to a hospital for emergency surgery before being taken to jail. So there you go. And that is your round of the whacked out news. Trying to see if there's anything else I can do to stall before we play You Can't Make a Face, but I think I'm running out of things.
Oh, Kevin.
Yep.
This one has me nervous.
It does. Okay, it's some tough stuff, huh?
Brutal.
Okay. All right. Well, we got to knock it down, a shot of it. If we make a face, we get shocked on top of it. You want to see how we play along? You can. It's coming up next here on the KVJ Show.
From the WRMF Freeman Injury Law Traffic Center.
Car accident? Before you call the insurance company, know your legal rights. Call Freeman Injury Law. 800-561-7777. 800-561-7777.
This report brought to you by offleaseonly.com. Now offering free local delivery and no payments for 90 days. Call 561-222-CARS. Save thousands at offleaseonly.com. We still have major delays this morning on 95 northbound following this earlier accident just after Yamato Road. Look for 4 lanes blocked in the area. And now we have a new crash on the Turnpike northbound. That one at the Sawgrass Expressway. And you're seeing delays about 20 minutes through there. Plus, the Roosevelt Bridge up in Stewart is still shut down this morning for emergency road construction, as well as Dixie Highway running beneath the bridge. Your best bet right now is to take the Turnpike, and all tolls have been waived due to the bridge closure between Stewart and Port St. Lucie. This report brought to you by Massage Envy. I'm Suits, 979 WRMF.
At Massage Envy, their commitment to safety has never been greater. Go see the measures they're taking and book your next massage, facial, or stretch at massageenvy.com. Massage Envy. Keep your body moving.
Don't try to move yourself. Hire the superheroes of moving. They are so ready to handle every single detail of your move and take all the stress out of it for you. The team at Good Greek Moving and Storage, these guys are really superheroes of moving. They do it every single day of the week with expert precision. The Good Greek Spiro has been doing it now for more than 2 decades, and they just know their stuff inside and out, and they really focus on customer service. You're going to love the team. You're going to love your move, and you're not going to be all stressed out because they're going to handle every single detail for you. They'll even pack your stuff for you. You don't have to pack. They move it, then they unpack it at the new place and take the boxes with them, and bam, you're just done. That's how the superheroes do it. You can hire the superheroes right now. All you have to do is pick up your mobile phone and dial ** Greek. That's ** Greek for the Good Greek Moving and Storage team.
Good Greek Moving and Storage. Your superhero movers.
Ride the rapids, have some fun. Ride the rapids, everyone.
Summer has begun. Rapids Water Park, South Florida's largest water park, is open daily. Get outside, make new memories on 42 thrilling, chilling slides and attractions. Have fun with confidence. Check our Rapids website for splash safety details. South Florida's source for summer fun is ready for you.
Ride the rapids, everyone.
Save $5 off daily admission when you purchase tickets online at rapidswaterpark.com.
If you think you've been the victim of medical malpractice, call me, Glenn Levine, at the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733, and take back control of your life.
Office in West Palm Beach.
Hey, if you love making beer or wine, you need to check out Dudes Who Brew. Their homebrew supply store is now open in Fort Pierce. You can buy your starter kit online and then go pick it up in person. Just go to dudeswhobrew.com. Dudeswhobrew.com. They're at 4152 Okeechobee Road in Fort Pierce, just off I-95. Or you can call 772-348-BREW. They're just 4 dudes who like to brew, and they'll show you how to. For more info, just go to dudeswhobrew.com or call 772-348-BREW.
It's a summer like no other. Life's always unpredictable, but you can control saving money on your car or truck loan. Here at Velocity Community Credit Union, we've seen a lot over our 60-plus summers of serving Palm Beach County, and we are here to offer you some loan savings. 1% cash back with no payment for 90 days. You do not have to come into a branch. The loan application can be completed online. So visit our website at velocitycommunity.org. Velocity Community Credit Union, smart banking made easy. Membership required. Promotional offer ends 7/31/20. APR's annual percentage rate. See website for details. Federally insured by NCUA.
All right, AT&T TV, let's try this out. Fancy voice remote. Turn the lights off. Find scary movies. Ah! Too scary. Turn on the lights. Find cartoons.
Find the things you love with the voice command. Introducing AT&T TV with Google Assistant, live TV, and streaming apps. Watch with easy self-setup. Shipped directly to you. Requires high-speed internet. Minimum 8 megabits per second per stream for optimal viewing. Limit 3 concurrent AT&T streams. Google login required. Restrictions apply. Google and Android TV are trademarks of Google LLC.
If you've been injured in a car crash, let the lawyers at Hickson Motto fight for your rights. Their caring and experienced team will work 24/7 to get you the money that you deserve. Results matter. Call Hickson Motto to fight for you. 561-683-2300 or hmelawfirm.com.
I love a deal. The worst thing ever is thinking about overpaying for a car. Can you imagine afterwards if you overpaid and then you saw somebody else got the same car for thousands less? That's not going to happen at Off Lease Only because they price their cars lower than everybody else. They do it the right way, thousands below retail. Go check it out. Go online, do your research. Make sure that before you buy a car, you're getting the best deal. And this is what Off Lease Only specializes in, giving you the best deal. Low mileage vehicles, cars, trucks, SUVs, vans, priced thousands below retail with no hidden fees, store-to-store transfers for free, even free local delivery to make it easy for you, the consumer. OffLeaseOnly.com.
Broadcasting from the OffLeaseOnly.com studios. OffLeaseOnly.com, now offering free local delivery and no payments for 90 days. Save thousands. OffLeaseOnly.com. This is 97.9 WRMF, Palm Beach.
Can't make a face. You just can't make a face. It's the only rule of the game. You just can't make a face. That's it. It's pretty simple. Rules aren't very complicated. You can't make a face. That's it. You're strapped to a shot collar, and you have to do this shot. And if you make a face when you do it, then you get shocked. It's that simple. It's very simple rules.
What are we eating or drinking today?
So today we had a listener submission. She wrote in and said how she had gone and had a ginger shot at her local juice bar. And she said it was so strong and so pungent and so, whoa, she couldn't help but make a face. So Kevin sent me the email, and I went home last night and made a ginger shot and tried it. And I was like, it's not that brutal at all. We could all handle a ginger shot, I think.
Okay.
So Kevin's idea was to add cayenne to it.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
But I didn't have any cayenne.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to add habanero to it. Which, in my opinion, I work a lot with cayenne. I'm from Louisiana. Cayenne is, it's what we do. Habanero is way worse than cayenne.
Yes, it is.
I think.
Yes, it is.
It's a different burn.
Yes, it is.
I'm sorry. But, I mean, we were getting a lot of people saying that these shots weren't that bad.
Okay.
Let's just get this over with.
Honestly, Denny's and I would tend to disagree. Denny's and I get shocked every week. So for the people there, it's not bad. I'm like, I don't know what else you want.
Yeah, I've been shocked twice.
Yeah.
This game's basically turned into watch Denny's vomit and get shocked at the same time.
Vomit on bird. Yeah, can we change this? Vomit on bird.
Puke on your friend's crotch. Part 5.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, here we go.
At least I'm not having any mouth issues. This should go great.
Yeah, what happens when you get this?
It's terrible. This is the worst thing I could possibly do for myself.
Mm-hmm. Okie dokie. All right, so if you're watching on KVJ TV, you can go to YouTube, look for the KVJ show, and see us right there.
It's gin and juice, so it's ginger and a little apple juice.
Oh, okay.
And then it's the habanero.
Okay. I don't even know what to do here. I don't even know what to do.
I don't even have fake positivity role playing for you today.
I don't know what to do either because I put my pinky in this one last.
Yeah.
Mags was like, "Don't try." I was gonna try it just to sip it and see how bad it was, and Mags is like, "Mom, don't try it. Just put your pinky in it and taste it." And I was like, "Oh, that's smart. Yes, that's what I'll do." Even just the pinky, I was like, "Whoa."
Yeah, I'm almost certain that I'm allergic to this stuff, actually.
It lit me up, just the pinky. And I don't know if I'm being a wuss or what, but that's all I tried of it.
Oh, God.
All right.
Excitement.
All right. Okay.
This might end this bit.
Yeah, maybe this is the grand finale here. You're right. This might be it. Where else do we go from here?
And I always love when people say it's not that bad of a shot.
Yeah.
Okay, well, do it with us then.
Put the recipe up. You can try it.
I have some extra if anybody is feeling so inclined.
Have Max put up that recipe. They can try it out. Okay. You can't make a face. I can't make a face. I'm on KVJ TV right now. I'm going to do this shot. If I do make a face, I get shocked. Okay. Here we go. Ain't no time like the present, right, y'all? I feel like I'm jumping out of a plane or something.
You kind of are.
It's like I'm flying over, I'm looking down, I'm like, do I really want to do this? You know?
There's so much going on in my life right now. Like, why am I doing this on top of everything else?
Yeah, it's just a lot to take in.
What's the
Life's
matter?
exhausting enough right now.
What's the matter with me?
All right, here we go. Down the hatch. You can't make a face.
Okay, he did the shot.
Get him, get him, get him. Shoot him. Shock him. It's not working. The shocking's not working. Hit him then. Try going.
Oh, did I swear? I didn't swear?
No,
you're
Okay.
good.
I felt like I swear in my mind.
You did swear.
I don't think you swore. I think you sharted.
I might have. I purposely made sure I went number 2 this morning before this video. So I'm like, I can't do the shot, get shocked, and then crap my pants.
How terrible was that? Be honest, man.
It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Okay.
Why'd you make a face then?
Because it's hot, and it's so bad. But I thought I was going to projectile vomit when I had it.
Okay.
So I was really expecting that.
That's good. Okay.
I got to tell you, yes, it is. To let anybody know, it is like if you've ever had one of those ginger shots, it's just about maybe 5 times hotter than that. And it's got a real back end kick. I'm pretty good usually with hot stuff. So
You do well with hot.
Yeah. So it's Bird, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Think you'll be all right.
Yeah, okay.
So Bird does not do good with hot stuff.
No, I think I'm allergic to it, and I also have an open hole in my mouth right now.
Yeah, you got your tooth pulled, and it's giving you problems. You got to go back and get your hole looked at.
I don't think the pepper will interfere with that at all.
Yeah, maybe Bird should sit this around.
I can't sit it
dry
out.
sarcasm is so perfect.
Okay, I think Virginia, she's good at being able to maintain her composure. I think you'll just breeze right through this one.
Yeah, let's just get this over
The
with.
worst part of this bit is the RBF that I just have on camera, which I try to never have.
Really bad farts?
Resting bitch face.
Oh.
But she also has RBF's really bad farts.
Yeah, I guess both could apply.
Okay, all right, yeah. All right, I'm glad you clarified. I was not looking forward to doing that shot and then swallowing your farts.
I will. If you start farting, I'm leaving. I'm letting you know right now, Kevin.
Terrible, terrible day here at the show.
That pushes him over the edge.
Yeah, it's over the edge. Okay, Virginia, down the hatch. You cannot make a face here or you get shocked.
Okay.
Yep.
Shot in 3, 2, 1.
Okay, down the hatch. And 3. Okay.
Ooh.
Girl conquered it. She came.
Shocker.
She conquered.
I
All
would
right.
just like to just maybe submit an idea that maybe someone else makes the concoction other than Virginia one week.
Okay.
Just throw
This
that
might
out.
be the last week. I don't know. This might be the last one.
Yeah, what
so.
if we each brought in our own concoction for, by 5 weeks?
We have to adhere to serve safe standards.
Of course.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Of course. It's not going to be like super glue and rat hair.
Entirely.
Yeah.
Okay, Bird, why don't you knock this thing down here? All right, strap on that shot collar. You cannot make a face, or you ride the lightning.
Yeah, that thing, it mute.
You all right? See, it's got in your throat, doesn't it?
The back end.
Yeah, it does.
It muted overnight.
Mm-hmm.
It's not as bad as it was yesterday.
No, like I said, that's really what it was. It's like doing a regular ginger shot with about five times. Would you say about 5 times more intense?
About 5 times more intense.
Okay, positivity twins, are you guys done?
Just trying to make you feel good, man. We're doing this for you.
You can do this.
Cheers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, jeez.
I hate everything.
I hate everything. Everything.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God. Oh, yeah, it's great.
Oh. Shock pain, tooth pain. Ow! No shot. Okay.
Okay.
All right,
He had
got
a chaser.
Bird.
Nice, yeah, Chaser.
Yeah.
I think y'all make a face on that.
I know.
No.
Yeah, it was tough.
That
All right.
was not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Denny's, it's great. You're going to have a lot of fun with it.
Yeah, no, I don't think it bodes well for Denny. Denny's been over there sitting and stewing. He's got...
Denny's, this is just tie 5. It's Thai 5. It's 5 stars at the Thai restaurant.
Gotcha.
Okay? You can do this.
So I actually like ginger.
Okay, you might be all right then.
It's ginger forward.
I think Denny's actually might conquer this for the first time.
We'll see. It's the hot back end that's weighing
Gotcha.
on me.
Hold your breath, dog.
That's what I'm going to do.
Okay, here we go.
Hold your
Denny's
breath.
can't make a face or he gets shocked here. We got a really hot and cayenne pepper ginger shot. Okay. All right, smelling it up here. I think he might just breeze right through this one.
This might be the one.
Yeah, I think you're going to be all right here.
We'll see. We'll see.
Okay, look.
Just take it big.
Do not spit on my crotch.
I get it. I won't.
Okay.
All right, bottoms up, everyone.
All right, here we go.
There he goes. He's drinking it.
And down the hatch.
Oh, I will say. I kind of like that one.
Oh!
Yeah!
That one's in my wheelhouse.
Baby.
Woo!
Yeah.
Ooh, it's hot, though.
It is
It
hot,
is
isn't it?
really hot.
It is hot. Okay.
Ooh,
Very
right through the
nice.
nostrils, my sinuses.
Yeah.
It is so hot.
Pretty good stuff. All right, we'll saddle up. We'll let Suits try it here in just a couple of minutes.
Can we bring his little newborn baby puppy tongue in here?
Okay, we'll get to that. You can see how he does coming up in minutes on the KVJ show.
Do you need more KVJ Show? Find everything KVJ at kvjshow.com.
I love my Sleep Number bed. It is seriously my favorite spot in the whole entire house. If you're looking to keep your immunity up, which all of us are right now, they say sleep is one of the major components to keeping your immune system operating and functioning at its highest levels. And sleep in the Sleep Number bed is going to give you that.
I keep my number at 100. I love how hard it is, Kevin. It's therapeutic. These beds are great. If you have a bad back, like myself.
Yeah, everything about this bed is all about helping you to sleep better. Mine's at about a 40 to 45, but what I love about this bed, it's amazing. It is smarter than me. It'll actually sense your movements and automatically adjust, keeping you sleeping comfortably through the entire night.
And now, during the lowest prices of the season, you can save $400 on a Sleep Number 360 C4 smart bed. They now start at just $12.99. I'm on fire. Only for a limited time at Sleep Number stores or sleepnumber.com.
Sleepnumber.com.
Go in there or go online, sleepnumber.com.
If you're far from water, you might think a flood can't happen to you. But the truth is, there are hidden risks that can leave your property vulnerable, like runoff from new development, changing weather patterns, and even wildfires. But if you have flood insurance, you have peace of mind knowing that you can recover faster. Protect the life you've built. Visit floodsmart.gov/storm to learn more. Brought to you by FEMA and its National Flood Insurance Program.
Hello, I'm attorney Robert Rubenstein, and this is Rubenstein's Rules for Personal Injury. Rule number 8, demand the best service. You're entitled to it. Rubenstein Law cares about you. Our team is dedicated to providing the best legal experience during this difficult period. Cases do take time to get you the result you deserve, but we work diligently on those cases. Keep in touch with you and return your phone calls as quickly as possible. Call Rubenstein Law at 1-800-FL-LEGAL. Offices in Palm Beach and throughout Florida.
Now at Bell's, find everything you need for Father's Day. Don't miss this chance to save big on all Dad's favorite brands like PGA, Real Legends, Columbia, Izod, Hager, and much more. Plus, you'll find amazing deals throughout the store for the entire family. And save even more with an extra 40% off already reduced clearance prices. At Bell's, you'll find everything you need for Dad this Father's Day, going on now through Saturday. Bell's, live life local.
Wherever you go, Direct Auto Insurance will be there for you. Whether it's early morning on your way to work or at night after a long day on the other side of town with a few errands still left to do, wherever you are, we've got you covered. To find out how you could save up to 25% and take advantage of flexible payment options, call or stop by any of our 450 Direct Auto stores for a free quote, or visit us at directauto.com. Rates, savings vary. Terms and conditions apply to coverage, discounts, and pay plans. How you buy could impact price. Direct Auto Insurance and insurers in the National General Group, Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
This hour's music is brought to you by Macy's.
Macy's has taken extra precautions to keep you safe and added contact-free curbside pickup at select locations so you can get your purchase quickly and securely. Find a participating location near you at Macys.com/stores. Most in-stock items at select stores only. Exclusions apply.
You're listening to the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.
Okay, you can't make a face. Virginia has passed the test. Denny's passed the test. Myself and Bird didn't do as well. Suits is kind of the tiebreaker here to see how he does.
He's been pretty rock solid.
Yeah, I don't think Suits has ever made a face.
I have not. Denny's was giving me a little pep talk before I came in here. He doesn't think I'll make a face, but he did say I'm going to feel absolutely horrible afterwards. So I'm not sure about this.
You might make a face after the 5 seconds and then for the next 45 minutes.
Yeah, I don't do well with spicy stuff normally. So this one's got me, I'm not going to lie, this one's got me a little unsure.
Okay, well, let's see. Let's see how Suits does here. You can watch his face on KVJ TV. Got him strapped up to the shot collar. Okay.
All right.
Down
3,
the hatch.
2, 1.
Oh, he's doing it.
Okay.
Oh, you didn't get it all.
Oh, yeah, he didn't. Okay.
No face.
He did it. Very nice, Suits. Okay. Yeah, he just did it.
So hot.
Yeah. He just, it is hot, isn't it?
Oh, your poor BH. That thing doesn't even know it's coming.
It'll be a rough afternoon.
You're going too fast, son. Oh, I know, right?
Oh, it's so my throat is on fire right now.
If you're constipated, this is the way to go.
Yeah. Oof. There you go. All right. Well, we got a lot of KVJ people posting up here on social media. Can you actually tell who is who based on these posts? Okay. These are from different social media platforms. Who do you think posted this up, if you had to guess? During our meeting about the new on-air computer system, the new on-air computer system failed and everyone had to run out of the meeting. That was a tweet from somebody here on the KVJ show. Was it myself, Virginia, Jaybird, or Denny's? Another one says, this gives me anxiety. I don't know if I can even watch. Of course I will. Hashtag Ozark. Another one says, I feel like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo would hog all my weed. Hashtag quit Bogart and Shaggy. And the fourth message says, I have gotten so used to putting my face in my fan that it doesn't even hurt anymore. Okay. Which quote belongs to whom? We had the first one talking about the on-air computer system. Second one talking about Ozark. Somebody else had Shaggy from Scooby-Doo hogging all their weed, and somebody else is putting their face in a fan, and apparently a lot. 877-979-WRMF. Call or text in your answers right now at the KVJ Show.
Walk in your rainbow paradise. Strawberry lipstick state of mind. I get so lost inside your eyes. To believe it, you don't have to say
whose post is it? We got 4 different ones here. It's either myself, Virginia, Jaybird, or Denny's. Who posted this up on social media? Says, during our meeting about the new on-air computer system, the new on-air computer system failed and everybody had to run out of the meeting. Oh, whoops. Okay. Second post, this gives me anxiety. I don't know if I can even watch. Of course I will. Hashtag Ozark. Post 3, I feel like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo would hog all my weed. Hashtag quit Bogart and Shaggy. And post 4 says, I've gotten so used to putting my face in my fan that it doesn't even hurt anymore. Daniel here from Jupiter thinks he knows the KVJ show. Daniel, who do you think put up the post about the new on-air computer system and everybody having to run out of the meeting?
All right. First of all, I like you guys. I listen to you guys all the time. Watch you guys sometimes. You guys are pretty cool.
Thanks, man.
All right. I'm going to go with the first one being it's a little bit of a toss-up between you and Virginia, but I'm going to go with Virginia.
Okay. All right. Solid guess. What do you think about the second one with Ozark?
That's you, because I had the toss-up between you.
Okay. And what do you think about the third one with the weed?
Definitely Denny.
And who's putting their face in the fan?
Definitely Jay Bird.
Nice work, Daniel. You know your KVJ show.
Nailed it.
Yes.
Yay.
Great stuff, man. Well, I tell you what, we love it every time you listen, Daniel. We appreciate it.
All right. Ed, can I give a little tiny shout-out?
Dude,
to,
go right. All you want.
Make it big.
Yeah.
Pink on the chat from Dan V.
Okay. All right.
What did he say?
All right.
Yeah.
Pink on the chat.
Yeah. Dan V.
Dan V.
I think it's a chat room shout out.
Okay.
Mhm. Yeah, we got that fun little chat room that goes on KVJ TV.
And they're not at all fighting today.
Yeah. Yeah,
Aren't
we had
they
this whole
fighting
thing. I'm
every
like, well,
day?
okay, let's stop fighting. Let's not yell at each other. Let's just, listen and be like, okay, let's have some civil discourse. And then
They don't fight every day, actually. To be quite honest with you, Virginia, they don't fight every day.
Okay.
Today's more fight. Today's a little bit more edgy.
Yeah. Well, we got the world got hit with some, news today. So
Butterworth is gone.
Yeah, Jemima, and so there's
People are mad.
Yeah, so maybe we could lay the groundwork for having civil discussions about those
I'm
things.
still trying to figure out why that one guy called in and he was mad at us, but he couldn't say why he was mad.
Yeah.
I was trying to figure that out.
Well, I was like, hey, we just need people to have, let's come at this calmly. Let's not. And then
You son of a...
the first call was like, well, that experiment didn't work. Got some fun new terms here for you from Urban Dictionary. This one is slacking off on wearing a mask in public places to prevent contracting coronavirus. When you're slacking off on wearing your mask in public places to prevent contracting coronavirus, which I know a lot of people are doing, they say you are being maskadaisical. Mm-hmm.
Oh, like lackadaisical, but maskadaisical.
Maskadaisical when you're slacking off on wearing the mask.
I think that's good. That's solid.
Maskadaisical. Okay. Boy, this one is a good one. An unlawful gathering spot to drink and socialize during the COVID crisis. We've been talking about that, about some of these places. Like, are they really abiding by the current restrictions in place? Even just walking by some of the bars, I can even only imagine. You've seen some of the house parties that have been going on?
Yes. I've
Yeah.
seen a lot of them on social media.
Some of them, not gonna lie, look real fun.
Oh yeah, good times.
I saw this one house is having this barbecue and they are doing beer pong and playing flip cup. There's a lot of hot girls in there, Virginia.
Yeah, it's everything you love.
Might explain some of the numbers.
It looked fun, but it didn't look very COVID-y.
Gosh, yeah, why are numbers going up with young people? Flip cup and beer pong.
Mm-hmm. Yes, they're calling that a COVID speakeasy because you got to watch who you say it to. So you're talking about these not necessarily lawful gatherings, and it's kind of the same tone where it's like, hey, don't be cool. It's not like a normal party where you're braggadocious about it. You got to be going, hey, we got a big old house party, about 80 people. Shh. Yeah, the numbers are pretty crazy. You ever seen it on a graph, too? It looks pretty insane, too. Here's what I was looking at because maybe you saw the latest headline that Florida recorded its second highest single day of new coronavirus cases, and that comes back to back after the first highest day that we had on Tuesday.
Don't.
What I saw that probably got my attention even more than that, because I do have a tendency to believe, yes, we are testing more, so that overall doesn't get me. To me, the one that I saw that was noteworthy was in the state of Florida, the percentage of positive tests went from 3.5 to 10.3. That's a pretty good jump, and that was from a month. A month ago, the positive rate in Florida was 3.5, and that's of all the tests. So that's an average, that it doesn't matter. You can test all you want. It's just of all the testing we're doing, here's how many people are coming back positive. So that really is not affected by the amount of tests you're doing. So you take that argument out of it.
Yeah,
but
Virginia.
when you go from 3.5 to 10.3, it's a pretty good jump.
It is.
So, not to. I think I asked you this earlier today, but are you trying to tell me that the numbers right now in South Florida are the highest we pretty much have had since this whole thing started?
Yes.
Yeah, so all your lockdown that you did early on, we probably should be looking at life the same way, but wearing the mask, because we can't go back to lockdown, right? I mean, we were in phase 1.
There's no shot of lockdown again, right?
So far, the tone from the governor is that we're not going that route. And it'll be interesting to see, because even though like places like Jacksonville, some beach bars there have decided themselves to shut down. And, you know, what I'm keeping an eye on is, for instance, things at like Disney. Because, you know, they're not going to be opening up until July, but they are allowing restaurant reservations starting today. So you could go to a Disney World property and have dinner today. They're going to be making reservations between June 22nd, that is starting on Monday, to July 10th. So you'll start to be able to go to the hotels, stay. The parks are going to, Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom is doing July 11th. So around July 11th, that's when a lot of the places, SeaWorld opens up at that time too.
I thought I saw some girl on Instagram that listens to our program that was at one of the theme parks at a Universal. And
Universal they're open.
She was saying there wasn't anybody there, that it was actually very open. She was taking pictures and showing everybody how open it was.
Wow. It might be. Who knows what you see. Epcot and Hollywood Studios are doing July 15th. So that's when they're going to be opening. So just because they are open doesn't mean that people will necessarily go out. That might be it. So maybe you don't roll back restrictions. Say, yeah, if you want to open up. But then these places will have to decide, be like, is it worth it? We're paying all these workers and not enough people are showing up to justify us being open.
And that's the thing with a lot of restaurants, too. You know, they can only do a certain capacity. But the profit margin before Corona wasn't that extreme. So now when you're telling a restaurant they can only do, you know, half capacity, they were like, well, we can't pay the bills with that.
Man, I'd love to go to a theme park and go on a roller coaster if I didn't have vertigo. Gosh, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Vertigo makes it tough.
Did you always have it, or just now as you're old?
I think I'm just getting,
after doing that shot.
I think I'm just getting old. I'm getting old man vertigo. Kind of like how my dog has an old man's disease, where he gets all dizzy. We have the same thing, me and my dog.
Jason can't look up and walk. I want to make you do that and see what happens.
That's not true. I never said. I said I can't look up too long. I get dizzy and then I'll weeble wobble over.
Yeah,
there's a difference. Yeah.
He wobbles, he doesn't fall down.
Oh, well, there's not much up there anyway. I get it. Stars, the moon, a couple planes. I get it.
Coming up here in a couple of minutes, this is very odd. He feels like his girlfriend is manipulating him by calling him the wrong name in the bedroom. I don't even understand. We'll unpack the whole thing coming up next.
Look at you listening to the KVJ show on 97.9 WRMF. Lucky.
At The Breakers, we understand the importance of spending time with those who matter most. And when you're ready, we'll be here like we have been for more than a century. To make the most of your vacation this summer, enjoy complimentary daily benefits. Plus, stay 6 consecutive nights, and your 6th night is free. Take comfort in knowing that The Breakers upholds the highest standards of comprehensive health and safety precautions to protect our team, guests, and community. To learn more, visit thebreakers.com today.
Here's something you may not realize, that as you get older, you have a tendency to start losing lean muscle. When you get into your 30s, you start to lose hormones. Those hormones, like testosterone, help you maintain lean muscle on your body. I found out in my early 30s that my testosterone was very low. I wasn't able to put on any muscle. I then started doing hormone replacement therapy. I got my testosterone levels where they need to be, and I was immediately able to start putting on more mass. In fact, I could tell in the bench press in just a matter of days that I was already stronger. 6 weeks later, my body had transformed. I felt better immediately with more energy. It's one of the best things I've ever done, and I'm all about eating right and getting enough sleep and doing all those things to take care of your body. You know, you get back what you put into it. That's why I think this is a great thing to do. And ladies, you have even more hormones to balance. So you got nothing to lose. Check them out online right now at WellingtonAntiAging.com for your hormone replacement therapy at WellingtonAntiAging.com.
If you've been injured in a car crash, let the lawyers at Hickson Motto fight for your rights. Their caring and experienced team will work 24/7 to get you the money that you deserve. Results matter. Call Hickson Motto to fight for you. 561-683-2300 or HMELawFirm.com.
Hey, Gracie, did the guys go to lunch without me?
Yeah, they went to Bud's Chicken and Seafood to get the lunch bunch.
Buds!
They don't invite you because you make those weird sounds.
I love Buds.
Taste Buds. Taste the difference.
It took what seemed like seconds to humble us. What once mattered didn't seem so important anymore. And we affirmed that what matters the most is, in fact, our health. Heroism has been redefined, reminding us that crisis doesn't build character, it reveals it. So to all those who continue to take such good care of us, thank you.
Keep caring, live healthy, stay strong. Baptist Health. When you need us, we're ready to continue caring for you. Learn more at baptisthealth.net/coronavirus.
Hey, West Palm Beach, Dunkin' is here to bring you the coffee you love, now at an even better price, with $1 medium hot or iced coffee for DD Perks members. Not a DD Perks member? Join on the Dunkin' app today for an easy, contactless way to order and pay. Pick up in-store or at the drive-thru. America runs on Dunkin'. Participation may vary, limited time offered.
Stay and play local in the Palm Beaches. The area's best resorts are offering summer special rates for locals. Celebrate missed milestones like graduations, birthdays, anniversaries, while also helping local businesses that need your support. Plan your staycation now at local hotels, restaurants, and attractions. Special packages are available from Boca Raton to Jupiter. Stay local, play local. Book special resident rates and packages at thepalmbeaches.com.
Did you know Geico's now offering an extra 15% credit on car and motorcycle policies? That's 15% on top of what Geico could already save you. So what are you waiting for? Your baby to let you sleep in?
What? We could sleep in another half hour? Thanks, sweetheart. And you'll change yourself too?
There's never been a better time to switch to Geico. Save an extra 15% when you switch by October 7th. Limitations apply. Visit geico.com for details.
At BMW, we know leaving the road wasn't easy. But anticipating our return has taught us to appreciate every drive. And after all this time, even the small things become cause for celebration. The soothing hum of an engine, a warm breeze singing through an open window. Moments spent with your favorite co-pilots, and the freedom to explore just because. The time to rejoin the road is finally here. Let's make our return an unforgettable one. BMW, the ultimate driving machine.
Take advantage of financing as low as 0.9% on select models and no payments for 90 days to make your every drive unforgettable. Visit BMWSFL.com for details.
Your decision-making skills are on point. You're listening to the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.
Would this be a makeup or a breakup for you? Teddy and the girl that he's dating had something that was very unfortunate happen the other night. In fact, this has happened in other relationships, and we talked about this before, but maybe it's the follow-up that is so troublesome. Teddy, tell us what is going on here and the reason why we're talking to you today.
All right. Well, I've been dating this girl for a little bit over a month, and the other night, we're doing our thing, getting busy, and in the middle of everything, she accidentally calls me by the wrong name.
Okay.
So I was taken aback because the only other guy's name I've ever heard during sex is God or Jesus. So her calling me Nate was a little different.
Teddy's good in the sack, apparently. Okay. So did you recognize this name? Is it an ex-boyfriend, or is there any kind of connection that goes with this name, Teddy?
Well, she said no. She goes, she never dated a guy named Nate. She doesn't even know a guy named Nate.
Nate?
And after she called me that, she immediately was very apologetic. And she said that she felt horrible for doing it, that she didn't say it to be hurtful or anything. She said that she was just tired, but I've never gotten tired and called someone a different name. It's just weird.
Nate? No, there's definitely, she knows a Nate.
Well, that is kind of odd. And,
you don't just scream Nate in the middle of sex.
well, I mean, imagine. Let's flip this. Imagine if, in the throes of passion, Teddy would have said Nate.
Yeah. Well, it's such a specific name.
How do you think his girlfriend feels then? Yeah. There's something to this.
Now, I will say I didn't make a big deal out of it. I'm a secure dude. I didn't get sensitive about it. But I will say the next day is when I had a problem. I felt some type of way because she made a really weird social media post. She wrote, sometimes you got to call a man by the wrong name just so he knows that you have options, followed by the laughing and crying emoji.
Okay, so this is...
she's playing games, man. She's a mind game player.
She did this on purpose?
Yeah, well, you don't write that on accident.
Or is she writing that to cover up?
All right. I'm not sure. I don't want to be in my feelings. I don't want to come off as a guy that's oversensitive. But when I saw it, I did feel some type of way. Like, okay, are we playing games now? I mean, we're both adults. We should not be doing stuff like this.
Either way, it's kind of annoying because think about it. She's either hooking up with some guy named Nate and she lied to cover her own ass, or she really is playing head games with you and calling out other guys' names when you're getting romantic. Either way, I don't know if this is the right girl.
You know what? Wallace Pennington has heard enough.
Yeah.
I'm out.
This guy's out. What would you think, Virginia? Let's say that it's not, because the cheating, I think, for a lot of people is like, okay, if there is a real Nate and she is two-timing Teddy with this dude, then yeah, without a doubt, he's out. But if this is just a tactic of manipulation, because maybe she really likes Teddy, but she is doing this to try to keep him on the hook around longer, this is a manipulation she uses, would you be okay continuing to date somebody that is trying this tactic of manipulation?
No. We are adults, and we don't play childish games anymore. This is not the school playground. You need to actually sit her down and say, I saw your post.
Yeah. Let's
talk about this, because...
I do need to confront her, because I thought if I did that, I was afraid she might think I was being petty, but I do need to actually talk to her about it.
I would.
I would just actually go to her post and dump her there.
Yeah. This is so out.
Yeah.
So out.
That might be the best move. Yeah.
Either way, she's either playing games with you or she's cheating on you, and those are both bad options.
Well, what's so dumb is why would you take it to a social platform where realistically the person that you just pulled this tactic on is going to find out about it?
Because she wants to play games. She's trying to get in his head.
Yeah.
You don't need this crap.
Gone, done, bye, see ya. Yeah, I would get out of that, Teddy.
Well, what's with all these games? Why people gotta play these games, Virginia?
Well, you know what? People play games, but if you're going to play the game, be smart. Be a good player. Like, don't be so dumb. And first of all, you shouldn't have to play games, but if you are, don't be a player and stupid.
Yeah, if you're going to lie to me, just make it really good.
Don't post it on social media that you lied to me and you're manipulating me.
If you're good at playing games, he doesn't know you're playing games.
Okay. All right, well, anything you want to say about Teddy's situation? You ever had something even worse happen to you? You can let us know. 877-979-WRMF. 877-979-9763. You can hit us up here at the KVJ Show.
Told them your dreams and they all started laughing. I guess you're out of your mind till it actually happens. I'm the small town, 1 in 7 billion. Why can't it be me? They told me I was out. there, tried to knock me down. Took those sticks and stones, showed them I could build a house. They tell me that I'm crazy, but I'll never let them change me. So they cover me in daisies, daisies, daisies. They said I'm going nowhere, trying to get me out. Took those sticks and stones, showed them I could build a house. They tell me that I'm crazy, but I'll never let them change me. So they cover me in daisies, daisies, daisies. When did we all stop believing in magic? Why did we put all our hopes in a box in the attic? I'm the long shot, I'm the Hail Mary. Why can't it be me? They told me I was out there, tried to knock me down. Took those sticks and stones, showed them I could build a house. They tell me that I'm crazy, but I'll never let them change me. So they cover me in daisies, daisies, daisies. They said I'm going nowhere, trying to get me out. Took those sticks and stones, showed them I could build a house. They tell me that I'm crazy, but I'll never let them change me. So they cover me in daisies, daisies, daisies. I'm the small town, 1 in 7 billion. Why can't it be me? They told me I was out there, trying to knock me down. Took those sticks and stones, showed them I could build a house. They tell me that I'm crazy, they'll never let them change me. So they cover me in daisies, daisies, daisies. They said I'm going nowhere, trying to get me out. Took those sticks and stones, showed them I could build a house. They tell me that I'm crazy, they'll never let them change me. So they cover me in daisies, daisies, daisies.
Coming up in just about 10 minutes, we got the After the Show podcast going to be on our Facebook page. If you go there, you can watch it live. Going to be on YouTube. Also, it is on our podcast app. You can actually listen to the entire KVJ show without using commercials. Go to the 97.9 WRMF app. It is absolutely free. You can listen to us live during the show, connect to our website, all kinds of good stuff by going there. So we'll see you in just about 10 minutes over on Facebook. Jaybird, if you would wrap it up today with your thought.
Gonna make it real short and sweet.
Okay.
The two most powerful warriors
are
patience and time.
Okay, patience and time.
Patience and time. For all we have is time for patience.
I thought you said you were going to make it short.
And then he's like,
And
verse
he's
3.
rattling on and droning on.
I can tell the first part didn't really work that well, so I was trying to add on something extra to give
For all we have is time.
I know it was bad, but I made it longer and worse.
Yeah, that's what we do.
This is the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.